Remind yourself that you are mindful. Keep focusing on your breath. Keep chanting this mantra, I'm enough, I'm enough. Keep repeating to yourself, existence makes a difference, existence makes a difference, existence makes a difference. A mental breakdown is exactly like a public execution. The fools who trust coworkers are not the same as the fools who trust their own motivations. Focus on your breathing. Be too healthy. You won't regret it. Worries can be problems. Repeat to yourself, life is lethal, life is lethal. Protest against artificial intelligence. If you really want to save your life, you can't afford to take a step back. We have the power to make the North Pole increase tenfold. Be evil. You won't regret it. Feel how your soul is going into your right hemisphere. Ignore the fact that your testicles and the spatial dimensions are deeply linked. You can be the first person to defeat what others consider undefeatable. If you need the moon, admit to all your sins. Focus on how your sense of self and planet Earth are one. While some see a future, others see employment. High is as high does. Be somebody else. Smile. You must not allow friends to soften your hidden potential. Don't break other people's hearts. Chicken out. Once, in the Stone Age, there was a well-respected warrior who was in search of eternal happiness in a cave. It was then that he encountered a crazy, old virgin. Virgin, where can I find eternal happiness? He asked the Virgin. The Virgin closed her eyes as if in a trance. Then she answered, eternal happiness is everywhere. The warrior thought long and hard about the Virgin's answer. Then he offered her intercourse as a reward. The following spring, when he was sacrificing his back, the warrior made his great discovery: everything is infinite if only we try our best. And he knew that his life was really about the search in and of itself, not the eternal happiness.
Come on, Sat. This is from playtesting, and I thought it would be a fun place to start. Crackers is being really weird to Bud's butt. Yeah, you're being weird to his butt. And Bud wants treats, but he'll have to wait. That's up. Level code thingy is up. Yeah, I think we're good. I feel like I'm missing something, but I always do. Our coffee. Still working on my smoothie because I made it really. I ate really. Okay. Try some doors. I'm pretty sure I could just jump over them. They all go to each other. Nope. What are the chances they don't? No, the arrow. The arrow would tell me if they didn't all go to each other. Now we must do it again. No, the arrow's always there. They all go to each other. Okay, well, that's kind of humble brag. Look at me. I don't even need 4 pairs of doors. I only need 1 pair of doors. Okay. Twice. Tried to do it twice, then killed him. Ah, here it is. Oh, good. Kind of feel like we could have just started in this room, right? Like, I feel like the pick-a-door joke isn't funny enough to be... Ow. To be the first room, especially when that first setup was, like, clean and nice, and did absolutely have the player drop down from a high start point, too. You know, all almost exactly the same way. I guess it would be a little hard to set that up. But all this would work. Why would I need to kill myself down there? What entraps me once I get over there? Weird, okay. But why? But why? Why would I Z? I can't imagine that was necessary. What's that broken track doing? Oh, maybe that was the setup for the blowout there. Whenever you kill me underwater, I'm sad we don't have Super Mario World swimming physics. It's not a creator problem. It's just a Mario Maker voice. I'm confused why this doesn't want me to go backwards. That's what's going on there. Yeah, I guess the broken track setup is probably there to cover up the block explosion. Nothing I need to really care about other than blocks going away. Blocks. Was the joke with the Z to, like, spin jump? God, I keep holding right now. I keep holding right. The really stupid but effective. Hey, Yimmy, thanks for dropping something in there. That'll be next. Found this in playtesting requests in the library Discord and wanted to take a poke, take a peek. Second to last level. Oh, we're coming. We coming. I think there's one we were gonna replay, right? I think there was one. Yeah, one where we skipped all the red coins. Someone was busted. And then we're out of Troll Super Worlds, except for that horrible one I'm never gonna play. There we go. Might do a mini upload soon, and a more major one later. Yeah, whatever works. I imagine revisions with the Super World are especially hard to deal with. It also means pulling down the Super World, pulling down progress. I don't like that the duck is delayed when you're underwater. Spelled yeah wrong. I saw it. I was there. Does it really go get the oh. Fine. Fine! Spelled yeah wrong. I saw it. I was there. I was present. But it's still better than Y-E-A, and that's just the end of the word. I lose respect for people who type, like, lowercase u instead of the word u. Even back in the T9 days, I was annoying and texted with full words and found, like, the shorthand really annoying. Like, how much time are you really saving not typing out the word u? But now there's no goddamn excuse for it. But the word yeah, Y-E-A, has always rubbed me wrong. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I feel like that's a different word. That's ya. Ya. Yeah. Ya. That's different. That's a different thing. That's a noise people make. That's better. Y-E-A doesn't feel like a specific sound. It feels like when people just type the letter K. I like how it shows you a solution. Yeah, I like solutions that I can see. No one has ever said that to me, but I would be mad. Or I would immediately be like, mechanical keyboards? And they would stop. Okay is fine. That's a regular confirmation, but some people do this. Some people just type the letter K and then send it, or the letter K and then a dot. Like, what are you doing? Why are you typing the letter K and then a dot? You type out the word okay. Or the letters okay. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get scooped in there. Okie dokie, that's fine, you know. Oh. Do I do this? And then I get moved? Comes back, right? Okay. I didn't even think about how it would be impossible underwater to get up here. I just thought the fire flower was too obvious a bait. God damn it. What do you mean, no? Oh, you fucker. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't leave after one because I wasn't sure what was going to happen there. The camera cutout happening sometimes is concerning. Hopefully, I am not experiencing graphic card failure. Capture card failure. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure it's not under warranty. I fucked it up. The hot dog noise has got me. That time I heard him. Yesterday I was having problems with one of my speakers. I think that's what was causing me to not hear it. And treats from the sky. Oh, Crackers got excited so fast. How you doing, Casey? Insult, criticize current level? I feel like I've been there. I've been doing it. I'm on it. Buttons. Let's see. Tired. I don't have anything that is lazy. I'm tired of SMB1. You know, SMB1 Swamp Theme. Come on. Come on. Of all the things that we've seen a lot of, that we've seen a ton of, this one. At least it's not night, I guess. But I also don't really care. Do it more. I'm trying. We'll do the treats either in a little bit or, yeah, in a little. Maybe after we finish this, or when we do the checkpoint if I start getting annoyed. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that long. A terrible sleep last night. Did okay. I did okay. I did a normal number of hours. Yeah. Oh, and a normal score. Good score. Pretty good score. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, but that sucks. Pain or just bad at sleep? Because I got bad at sleep. Oh, or have to get up early. I forgot about have to get up early. Casey, how you doing? Yeah, what's sleep? I take melatonin every night for, like, years. I already had bad dreams, so it's never been a concern. I don't understand what people are talking about with that. That's just a part of sleeping. So it helps a lot. And then I play video games in bed for, like, 20 minutes to an hour until I pass out. I should stop doing that. I don't need to do that. Doing okay? Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday, which I understand people with something called employment get excited about. Yeah, I usually don't remember. If I do remember, it's real bad. Real bad dreams. We had a weird babysitter when I was a kid who, babysitter. I don't know how a person with no money finds a babysitter or what they pay with. It's probably drugs. That's how that's supposed to work. Okay, you just let it happen and it shoves you in there and you're not aware of it. Okay, good. Put on horror movies. Put on just horror movies constantly. I was like 5 and my sister was like 3. Just constantly put on horror movies like Freddy Krueger and other ones, other like gory horror movies. That's a problem. Okay, I did the treats from the sky and I yelled at the level. We'll do the other two. No, they were not. Bad. It's a bad choice. Yeah, my mom didn't work, so I don't know how on earth she was paying a babysitter. Oh, I did it again. Oh, now it's getting me. Maybe that was like the tail end of like her working a tiny bit part-time or something, but I think it was just drug stuff. So it was probably probably somebody that she paid in drugs. That'll be my guess. I did forget. I slept pretty good last night. That's nice. Got exercise in yesterday. I got most fit in today. I'm gonna do cardio after. It was hot. It was hot. I'm gonna go walk around outside at night. Maybe go night hiking. It's a trail I've been wanting to look at night. Dude, it's in a nice part of town, so I feel like it won't be. It would. It would explain the terrible job babysitting. Last time I asked about it, my mom had no idea, but she's not really there. And she's a piece of shit. Oh, god damn it, I held left that time! I have to do something to reset before I go in there. That's actually ends up being a pretty neat, mean spaghetti trap. My sister who was a little cunt. I can't stress this enough. My sister was such a cunt. She, also was too young for horror movies, and she thought Freddy Krueger was gonna come out of the toilet and get her in the butt, which resulted in me having to help her, which I did not do because, and I can't stress this enough, she was such a fucking dickhead. So I did not do that. I instead encouraged her to be afraid of Freddy Krueger getting her butt. So she doesn't want to talk about it. She had intestinal impaction. You know, some of that's my fault, but I was 5. But like, she would insist that I do everything that she wanted, or she would injure herself and blame me. And she did it for years. Just always did that. Yeah, I'm better now, you know. I just avoid my family. And bully people in Mario Maker. No, that's super. It was not a good idea. I was a total shithead. I really liked, my favorite thing to do as a kid, and I have pretty clear memories before. I was on Ritalin, Adderall now, but it was before we had time release Adderall. Was I supposed to ride it? I really like to throw eggs down the stairs. The basement stairs, just into the basement. Like, I would just wake up in the night and be like, oh, I gotta go throw eggs down the stairs, and kick paint cans down the stairs, and pretty much anything full of liquid that I could throw down the stairs. Man, that brought me so much joy. Shampoo bottles. I was a little fucking monster. I should not have been in charge of anything. Oh, come on! What a fucking call out that was! Holy shit! I was certain he was gonna go right over me, that I was not gonna get fished. And that claw came in. Good job. That gets rid of the fish, too. That's cute. I can't imagine that someone would make me wait out the P-switch, but maybe. Yeah. That's a good no setup. I kind of wish part of the end was uncovered in case you don't see it, because the white on gray doesn't stand out. And we have a camera scroll there anyway, right? I think we have a, yeah, we have a camera scroll there anyway. Yeah, so I feel like you only need that one row of tiles and you can have the end sticking out a little bit there. Yeah, I think that would help. Once used your diaper to make art on the walls? Gross. My older sister did that. But she was pretty normal. Well-adjusted. Very nice. Very helpful. The person. Mostly. Yeah, kids are gross. I don't understand how kids don't, you know, think, oh, this smells bad, but God only knows. Animals don't seem to care either. But, like, I picked up crackers. I didn't even, like, have his ass on me. I just picked him up like a tube of meat. And he smelled bad, and I changed my shirt because I was worried I might have had, like, poop fragments on my shirt. So I kept catching a whiff of it before I went and cleaned his ass up. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you, Stinky. Clean yourself. He probably ate, like, a big beetle and then got diarrhea and was like, you know what? Not dealing with this. Can't wait to find some of it smeared on the floor somewhere. Let's just do this, right? Yeah. I don't trust him. Are those spikes under there? This wasn't bad before the first checkpoint, but this got good after the first checkpoint. This feels a lot more like you were just standing over me over and over again, calling out every single choice I make. Natalie, how you doing? It's been a little bit. Ate like a big beetle and got diarrhea first thing here. Yeah. They eat bugs sometimes, which I encourage. They should eat bugs. I will usually let them finish the bug. Oh my god, I did it again. Unless it's like a centipede, which I hate, but also I feel like it's too much bug meat for a cat. This is from Eleguin. Well, I think I've played stuff from before at some point, but I feel like it's been a while. It also said that it took them a year, or they took a break for a year, so it's been a while. Your cats do what's called the oopsie poopsies, where you find zoom eaters around the house. Thank God they don't do that. Once in a while, Pud is really persnickety, and he will shit outside the litter boxes because there's 3 huge litter boxes in a row. That's what they like. They're fine with it. That's what they get. They're huge. It's way bigger. Each one is the size of like one normal sized litter box. Each one is like 2 or 3 of these. They're huge. They have a big litter area. They like it. Pud can't stand it if there are like 3 turds in the litter box, and he will shit on the floor in front of them. But as long as we clean it twice a week or so, then we have nothing to worry about. If it goes like 1 day past a week, like say Heidi doesn't do it her day, and then I don't get to it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm tired. Then Pud will shit on the floor. Oh no! Oh god. That's why. Oh yeah, it does say it on the bottom. That's correct. Yeah. I have that tool. It does its job and I like it. That is one of the reasons why I am very careful about not picking stuff up, because man, you know, I'll put on a gloves. That's what I did before stream. I was a little delayed on time. I still got done in time, blah blah. But I put on a glove and I went over to Crackers and I held him down with the ungloved hand and pet him, and then with the other hand I yanked shitty fucking hair out of his ass while he yelled and tried to bite me. Like, I'll touch it with a glove, with a thick fucking glove. I don't want to touch it with my hands, though. I know you can wash them. I don't think that I'll never be clean again. If I touch poop, it's gonna happen. But I don't want to touch it. Clean your cat's cat litter before you entered the stream. Good. Your hands smell clean. There. I was worried that was gonna be tough to react to, but it was fine. I thought I was going to break that, and I was going to be able to just barely touch the spike to sneak through. Okay. I hope I'm good. I don't trust this. I don't fucking trust this at all. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God. That's how I go into 1x1 soft locks, is my desire to slide into home when I'm trying to get away from something. Like, I'm thinking something's gonna come, so I'll just run away and I'll duck down so I'm small. And then that happens. Gotta lurk for now? Yeah, it'll take me a little bit to get here. Plus, then cats. Oh my god. Plus, Forgetty. Stinky liquid on her tail. Couldn't catch her to clean it. Got home. Easy to catch her, just... Oh, and you just picked her up. You just picked her up and she did not get shit on your face? Because it sounded like that's where the story was going. Still reeks of garlic. You still haven't used 5 whole bulbs. Well, keep using them. You'll get used to it. You'll like the smell. Did you eat a bunch of garlic, but you don't like it? Are there people who don't like garlic? You was clean. You were clean. You are clean. You were unexposed to the liquid. Yeah, then I feel like the reek is fine. That's just a cooking smell. Like, that's just gonna happen. I'm pretty sure my house always reeks of garlic. I wouldn't know. Was unexposed to liquid. That's good. Oh, I wonder if I could catch the big one, just the big one, a little bit and do anything with that. So then I could break through here. Very strong. Yeah, I like that. I like that strong smell. There was some nonsense on the way. Was I... Oh, that was... I get it. I went just slow enough that I didn't pick up the helmet. The joke there was that I was supposed to put on the helmet while trying to pick it up. Yeah. Okay. Another layer. Now it's annoying to die. What is Crackers looking at? What are you looking at? What were you looking at up there? Did you hear something on the roof? It's that single level home, and there's a roof up there, and the squirrel is up there. Smells as strong as your mother? Yeah, she probably smells pretty strong. Need help box bring in food? No worries. Not annoyed yet. We could probably do the treats, but I'll give it a minute. Wow, those are buttons. Those are some buttons. why I have cooldowns on the buttons. Don't unstarve the cats before I get back. Okay. Do you know what we're talking about? Oh, yeah, that's actually pretty reactable. I think we might be able to get just the big mushroom. We'll see if we can do anything cool with that the 50th time we're here. So 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just got lucky, so I'll take it. I'm going. Is the axe down there? Okay. Sports. Sports. Oh, yeah. Still working on my smoothie, which makes me pretty burpy because there's a lot of air in it. I'm gonna go in there again. Just so everybody's prepared. Oh. I tried to not go over, and I feel like I got scooped. Oh, let's try again. Let's try again and pay a little more attention. I like garlic. Yeah, Starlight, you heard me talking about it. I've been eating a lot of raw garlic. We were talking about it. I'm struggling here a little bit with how to proceed. I'm not gonna keep trying to get the big mushroom to go down in that hole thinking the axe is down there. I thought maybe it was gonna be some, like, go under the lava trick. I will go in the hole again. That's inevitable. Yeah, my heartburn has been solved. Okay, I did actually need to do that. Okay, a little clunky. Yeah, a little clunky with, I get the troll, I get the whole setup there, and it mostly works. But I feel like it was a little hard to determine what I was actually supposed to do when, the second occurrence there was shoving me up the hole. So it felt like, well, I should stay away from the hole. But there wasn't any other choice to make other than seeing what we could do after that thing was gone. Like, it's not like we're deadlocked or we're trying to do something insanely difficult, but it definitely felt like, well, wait, what else can I do? Now I can. The axe is not in there. Yeah, heartburn. Dealt with my heartburn. Doctor... Ow. Very helpful, in helping me get heartburn under control for the first time in my life. No heartburn. For like 3 months. When I started eating more stuff that usually causes me problems. I made something... I read something, Paco Pasio Pepe? I don't know how the fuck you say it. It's one of those things you never say. Made it with raw garlic on a recommendation from, I think, a Serious Eats article. Weird. And it was really good. And then I started doing more raw garlic stuff, and I've been doing more spicy stuff, and now I'm broken. I'm ruined. Welcome back. Made a tiny bit of progress. How's food? Oh, no, bringing stuff in. Bring in food. How's food? Yeah. Yeah, and usually Heidi likes to peel it, instead of buying it. Because, like, the little jars of the peeled stuff from the Asian grocers is, like, $8, but it's so cheap to just buy garlic. But then we found that Costco has, like, this unbelievably large bag. Maybe Sam's Club? One of them has this unbelievably large bag of peeled garlic for, like, $5. And, dude, no, I'm just fucking doing that. I don't care. There's a point where it is not worth saving the money, especially since the bulbs anyway are kind of expensive now. Touch the wall? Okay, just touch the wall, then get it. Yeah, we have a nice little steel press. So all of this was a lie. And then we just do this. God, what went wrong the first time we got through here? Fuck off! Oh my god. Yeah, I don't love peeling it because it really I have problems with keratin. It's not severe, just chicken skin and some weird stuff with my fingernails. But peeling garlic really, like more than a couple of cloves, really fucks with my fingertips. It irritates the hell out of me. I feel like there's always still a little bit left. There we go. Oh, fuck off! Oh man, it's just everything. Getting hit by everything here from CP3, CP2. Ugh. Nothing in the middle. Okay, so there we go. That works. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with peeling it, but the big peeled bags, it wasn't even, it's not even like elephant garlic or some like shitty garlic. It just tastes exactly like your standard garlic. It's nice. They're nice and they're already peeled, and garlic does a pretty good job of preserving itself anyhow, as long as it's peeled pretty clean. Like your hands are real clean when you do it, or I assume the factory is clean. They probably do it with a machine. So it lasts a fucking long time, even after it's peeled in the fridge. Figured. Face makes me nervous? I gotcha. Yeah, that was the thing, is the raw garlic, the regular ass garlic has been more expensive too. At least from other grocery stores. I didn't look at what it was at... I think we were at Sam's Club. I didn't look at what it was at Sam's Club, but it seemed like a crazy good deal. Oh god, I'm tired of fucking back and pipe stuff. Don't CP1 me. Don't CP1 me. Oh, don't CP1 me. Don't CP1 me on a fucking hold up back and pipe. Oh. Lazy CP1. Oh, wait, there's more here. Maybe there is a reason for it? No, this was the setup, I think. Seems different now. Seems different now. Okay, maybe it's CP3. I am being fucked with. I am being fucked with. I have to do it. Oh, it's the only choice. I have to do it. It's the flagpole now, isn't it? Okay. Inversions on a CP1 gag are lazy. Oh yeah, of course it's not the flagpole. We came from the right. What's wrong with me? Inversions on just a CP1 setup always feels a little lazy to me. I guess it did bring us right back to CP2. Oh, but if we had died anywhere, maybe we couldn't have died. Maybe everything else was blocked off and we wouldn't have died. I guess having it all play out at once quickly like that was better than... I don't know if we accidentally one-shot everything or if we actually couldn't have died. Oops. I don't think it was was the flagpole. Either way, I would much rather see a good setup for a CP1 if you're doing it, but at the very least, it was pretty painless. Oh, wait, is this what we're doing? Oh, no. You guys are excited. Yeah, it especially feels bad when the CP1 setup is some perfunctory, performative, like, oh, you did a thing that you literally couldn't possibly avoid. Now I've got you. Now I've got you right where I wanted you. That feels a little tiny bit like one, we've all seen enough of it, and two, like, can you have a better joke? You have a better joke for the setup, but at the very least, it wasn't just a flat CP1. We weren't just crammed right back into it. Okay, do this? Yeah, that's not too bad. Duck? Basically, that's funny. I just felt like I should duck if I have mushroom. Okay, so back in pipe. Back in pipe again. I'm expecting a teleport to back in pipe again. Fake. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh. I kind of wish I could just wait there and get out of it if it didn't scoop me all the way up, but I guess the rest of the troll might not land with the... Yeah, the cautious way, you're probably going to try to grab it either way. We just need to touch the wall and head back. Yeah, I think if you really, really, really want to do a CP1, there are great uses for a CP1 where it's actually a CP3, which I think it's also a well-traveled road, but is better than punishing the player with it. But if you are going to use it as a punishment or a gotcha, at the very least, make sure I feel like I did something wrong. Like, not like I missed reacting to a single frame something or something I literally couldn't predict with a back-end pipe gag. Which I feel like this is gone far enough. Ugh. The back-end pipe stuff doesn't feel novel anymore. And it's conditioning me outside of individual levels to just be really cautious around pipes, especially after I've seen one back-end pipe gag. So it's starting to feel like one of those things where, like, okay, we've done it, we've all done it, let's cool it. Let's fucking cool it on back-end pipe shit. Or, like, teleport me back there. You're doing teleportation stuff already. Okay, and then this fake block feels a little cheap. Yeah. Yeah, the last couple of things from that back to pipe out kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. It didn't ruin it. It was still overall a really good experience and really picked up from CP1 to really have some great callouts in it. And overall I liked it, but I definitely felt, it felt cheaper in that last room. Is that last room where you were out of theme? I kind of wonder if that's what was happening there. If that was just, I've had enough. I don't want to go back and run through the CP1, but if you actually watch through the VOD, ping me and tell me, if the whole thing was fake or not. If the whole thing was fake and I couldn't actually die or fuck up on the CP1, I like that. I think that's a clever inversion that reduces the pain while also giving me essentially a new experience. That's the worst part about a CP1, when there's no way I could predict it. It just happens to me. Yeah, we're doing the thing, you guys. Calm down. Esports. It just happens to me. There's nothing I can do to avoid it. And now I'm playing back through a large stretch of the level, doing something I've already done, just paying the tax of time and repetition for no reason. It's boy thing o'clock. Hot Dog looks like he does not approve of my statement, of my misread. Hot dog. It's boy thing o'clock. Don't yawn. Don't yawn. I know you like boy things. It was a big yawn. Box, how you doing tonight? Pud, do it again. Pud, do it again. He just tried to poke me. Doing all right. Do it again. Ugh. I never get it on camera, but he does this, like, crazy little poke where he, like, very awkwardly, like, reaches up at me. Reaches up and there's just, like, poke. And it's like, hi. Hi, pet me. Do it. Do the poke. Yeah, go follow Box, all of you who are already following Box. And Madeline, hang on. Oh. Madeline_com. There we go. Go follow each other. Oh, wait, hang on. I think, Yimmy, how do I spell your name? Is it R-A-W-R? I don't see it. Yeah, it is. Boom. We did it. Everybody follow everybody else. Pud, can you just do it? Oh, he's not going to do it. I'm going to stop waiting. Lost my phone there for a sec. Hot dog, would you like a ride? Did you stand up for your ride? Are you ready? You're not even mad. You're so cute, Hot Dog. I'm going to take you off camera and put you on my shoulder. He's doing it. Oh, wait. Nobody's trying to get down. He did it for a sec. He did the full, like, shoulder melt. He does Heidi's shoulder. He doesn't usually do my shoulder. But he's been better with me lately. And Heidi put him on my lap the other day, and he stayed and went to sleep for like an hour. And he really likes to go on my lap when I'm in a towel after I get out of the hot tub. So I picked him up after I got out of the hot tub last night. I'll put pictures in the Discord later. And put him on my lap, and he stayed, and he'd never done that before, and it was really cute. Oh my god, look at that tiny hole. You guys are going to get the tiniest little treat squirts. I might have to go make a bigger hole. I really want to just scribble all over Cracker's face. It's worth it. Honestly, it's worth it. Crackers. He won't let me get it on his face, so now it's just on his back. Crackers, I'm going to wipe you with a baby wipe. Let's do it while we still have the treat, buddy. It would have been worth it if he let me, like, get it all over his eyebrows, but he didn't. You're fine. You're just getting a little bit of a baby wiping, because you're a baby. That's just this? Yeah, maybe. Welcome to the hotcats.com channel, where I feed these 3 hot cats. Start doing an unboxing for something, and then just put a cat on it and pet them and be like, never mind. This garbage from Amazon is not interesting. Look at my cat Hot Dog. That's basically, yeah. Yeah, those and the Super Mario ones are the only ones that have ever gotten good views. Like one Mario Maker one. Pud, what are you doing, little buddy? Did you get spooked when I started rubbing Crackers with the baby wipe? Highest quality cat close-up channel out there. But wait, we can get closer. Wait, hang on. There we go. Pud won't let me get that close, but Hot Dog will. Look, he's got black gums. Some of his whiskers have black tips. Where is it? Where's your black tipped whisker, buddy? Yeah, see? See those ones? I guess black bottomed. Can see the tongue teeth. Yeah, look at his little tongue bits. He's still got a really soft tongue. Crackers has the roughest tongue of any cat I have ever had. He always has. I don't know if it's a long hair thing or if there's like a little bit of Maine Coon in him or what's going on there. But he is a rough licker. Okay, that's enough zooming. We're not getting the full cat face experience. Oh. Fine, sorry. Sorry if that's as horrible for you as it is for me. It's hard to find that sweet spot of like the lowest zoomed out one without switching to the crappy zoomed out lens. Yeah, Hot Dog's got cute goth makeup, right, buddy? Look at that. He's so cute. He hates me. He hates me. Here you go, buddy. Have a big bite. Have a big bite, little patient baby. With your little black beans. Frijoles. You know, after Trump's speech, I'm not going to finish it. We got, as a society, we got too close to the N-word again. And I'm afraid to say the black beans in Spanish. Look at that cute mouth. Crackers is pretty cute, too, if we can actually get in there. Crackers, let me get your chest here. Did you get it? Did somebody get it? Oh, you're grumpy. Crackers has spotted cow tongue. Oh, a hot dog. He's so cute. I wonder if we do another hot tub stream, if Hot Dog will do the thing where he bothers me in the hot tub, because that'll be really cute. Because he does bother me in the hot tub. He is strongly fascinated by water, but he doesn't want to go in it. And he really likes to just be by the hot tub when it's open. Esports. So it's really cute. He'll just come up there and be cute and then lay his head on the keyboard that I use in the hot tub and make it really hard to use the computer. Pud left early because he knows what's coming. Nope. Hey, Hot Dog, can you get that for me, buddy? Thanks. He's getting it. Crackers, you finish us off here. Hot Dog's cute goth make. Is that me? Is that me spreading the cheeks? Don't bite me. You want another little lick? Might be a little more. There we go. Oh no! Hot Dog! Ugh. I didn't want to get you dirty. Oh, don't get it on me, bud. Ugh. Sorry, I couldn't keep that one in frame. He was being squirrely. Okay, Crackers, come here. Show us your weird tongue. See? There it is. Thanks for playing along, buddy. You want some drugs? There you go. Hot Dog, there you go. Drug time. Aversion and addiction to drugs. Yeah, he's always like, no, I want to succumb to peer pressure. I won't do the drugs. I'm not doing them. And then he comes back and he immediately does them. Go. Can you hear me over? Yeah, you can hear me over here. I think I got the microphone thing all worked out. If at any point my mouth is moving and words are not coming out, that means I fucked up. Oh, and you tell me, hey, you fucked up, bud. Yeah, overall good. We covered all thoughts there. Yeah. Pretty sure I played something else I liked from eleguin. Especially with revisions, you never know if you'll actually see it, yeah. Which pred? What? What? Luigi touches grass. I think I played Luigi touches grass. We're just gonna take a quick peek. Then we'll move on to Yimmy. Yiminy. Yimothy. This doesn't look familiar at all. I think we played this though. I remember the name. But I guess somebody else could have come up with that too. Let me see here. Luigi touches grass. We did. By eleguin back in 2024, 7/16. So more than a year ago. Look at that. Look at my memory. Remembering. But clearly, I've probably forgotten the level. If I notice things being oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, that wasn't that. I mean, one, I think.
Yeah, hot dogs. Got cute guys weekend,
I
right,
think.
buddy?
Oh, don't play it. Just be up. Just be up for later. I think everybody would know if it was a slight, but also I don't really ever get that grumpy about stuff like that. I don't. I have no expectations, but I absolutely appreciate it. I feel like it's too much work to give people moderator because I don't want people to feel like they might have to do something. Oh. Yimmy. Super World. 2 left. Nothing else in queue. I hit next, right? Yeah, I did. Smoothie. Yeah, Cracker's little spotted tongue is really funny. Mark is complete. Mark is complete. Bud hasn't come back yet. There's a lot of drugs up there, though. Welcome back. You didn't miss anything. We just got here. 34 lives. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we had 94 or 99 lives when we started the last one. 34 is not nothing. How do you do this one? That was easy. I just did the drums. Yeah, that one's easy. Yeah, 1-ups on checkpoints is always good. Go slow when it works too? Ah. Maybe there's also a rhythm to it. Or maybe that's just the easy 5-up one. Hang on. I want to see that land. I want to see that land. Because that looked like it was all set up to grab me just right. No. No. Oh, I see that. I saw what was happening there, though. Okay. It's a wait. It's a wait check. It looked like it was set up to grab you if you ran right out, but it's a wait check. If you wait, then it's hard to get around fish. Get it. I see it. I understand. This is the newest troll level. Oh, does that catch you? That catches you if you do this also? No, it doesn't. Okay. I have issues. I will stumble into them. What's this arrow? I can't parse this indicator, and I don't like it. Oh, there was a spring on it. That probably wasn't for me at all. That's literally just a part of the level. And that's where I need the mushroom. And am I supposed to use that brick to get into that pipe, and I'm supposed to learn that later? Well, I guess I don't see how that would work unless I didn't set him off. Maybe that's Dev thing? Yeah, I don't know what that brick's doing. Good Shifter, how you doing tonight? Worms. Why are both of you sitting like such perfect gentlemen? You guys just did drugs and now you're gonna stare at me and each other? Okay, that's fine. Ow. Ace Burt, thanks for dropping something in there. How you doing tonight? I'm doing alright. It's, you know. I'm doing like that. Still hard to be unemployed. Oh, does something happen if we wait? Oh, does something happen if we wait? What happens if we wait? Oh, does the brick kill you if you manage to get a weird softlock in the middle of that? Maybe if you manage to get stuck in there, you can get softlock and the brick kills you. Oh, you did say the reason it's there? It was for crushing in case of the softlock, yep. Yep. That makes sense. Ooh. I think a second before he's active. Oh. I'm trying. Just Donnie's games. Fuck you and your goddamn Silk Song. I did not have any idea that how that worked or existed until it was too late. I like that the little hornet thing. How you doing tonight? Thanks for dropping something in there. Oh. Hey Google, how do I steal someone else's little player thing on Twitch? Shouldn't I have it? I should have it. I should have it because I played Silk Song on release. On Twitch. Give me it. Twitch. Oh my god. Stop it. It tried to Google it. Ugh. You had to gift someone a sub playing Silk Song. Oh, it was not just not jump there. It was gift someone a sub. Oh, damn. Oh, Prime didn't count. I was gonna say I could have just. Oh no, I couldn't. You can't gift us. You can't gift a sub with your Prime either. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get softlock there. Is that a challenge? I have to get lined up so carefully. Either gift or buy yourself a sub. Ah. I won't softlock anyways. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll make a level. Maybe we'll just put just that setup in a level so I can play with it right at the start. Oh! Oh! No, there's no way I can get through there, though, right? Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can get through. Wouldn't have thought that was possible. Oh, the worm. Yeah, I just wrapped up Silk Song. In-game time was about 70 hours by the end of it, and I had 98%. I have a lot of criticism for it. For no block. I will try. I think they made a lot of mistakes in Act 1 that set a pretty poor tone. I literally can just go over the step. Why was that fish so fast? Oh, blaster. Fish came out of a blaster. Dude, I did all of them. Yeah, I did. I finished. Oh, forgot about the no block. I finished everything after that point. I don't know how much spoilers anybody wants. Generally, I'm avoiding it, but there's a good deal more after Act 2. I guess I've seen a bunch of news headlines calling out the fact that Act 3 exists, so maybe that's not that big a spoiler at this point. Yeah, you're there. He doesn't even hit me, he just makes me nervous. There we go. We're going around the pyramid. Going above the pyramid. You sure you didn't play Llama Lana? Oh my god. Oh, that would be funnier if he was scowling. If you can make him scowl at you, that would be funnier. Oh, I don't know if it's worth it. Did we get piped? I feel like we had a second before the thing went off. I felt like it was still kind of reactive. Oh, I really like the Wanderer crest. I wish that the not doing, oh my god, I have to go trigger the thing. I wish that the 45-degree downstab thing was not bound to crest, but was bound to, like, specific, tool or something. Because the Wanderer crest just had the best damage, was the, least irritating to use. I really like the Witch Crest, after the stupid fucking ordeal to get the Witch Crest unlocked. I am forgetting. But the Witch Crest heal, the damage that the healing does not make up for how annoying it is to actually, like, run away and heal. So then you're just left with, like, well, it's just the Wanderer Crest. If the Hunter Crest did significantly more damage when you didn't take damage, oh my god, I'm having trouble. Yeah, the cursed ending was less annoying than the judge for me. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Like, I think the judge fight was kind of the pinnacle of mistakes that they made that I really, really wish people saw overall. It's not like a hard game. I don't think the judge fight was too hard. I think that the game gets easier when we get really great movement abilities later. Okay, I can't accidentally go into the pipe, it looks like. I need to literally just go trigger it and then go backwards. I'm wiggling Nick. We get such powerful movement abilities in Act 2 that the stuff in Act 1 is harder because everything does double damage, which was a mistake. There's no... fire off when I'm going a little stutter step there. The double damage thing was just a mistake. Because it gave them nowhere to go, and then the difficulty was front-loaded. The game was much... There we go. There we go. Yeah, a little finicky in there. The difficulty was much higher at the beginning of the game and started to fall off as you get deeper and more complete in the game. Almost in the same way that, like, a Zelda game's difficulty is loaded. And those are not games known for their difficulty. I really wish people would stop screeching. Ooh, yeah, I mean, we have a second to react to it. I hate that I can't jump, and you punish me for trying to just jump over it. Yeah, I didn't struggle too much with the Bile boss, but I did that relatively late. And by that point, yeah, the one way I feel like the troll works without it. You're gonna stay anyway. You're gonna stay, at least I'm gonna stand still anyway. Oh, he doesn't, really? No! He doesn't really scowl in Mario 3, he just opens his eyes. That's too bad. Not the end of the world. Oh good, checkpoint. I'm trying to think if there's a funnier way to catch that there. Yeah, jumping is going to be a pretty typical reaction anyway, but it still feels like unnecessary. Feels like a lot. Feels like it's working really hard to catch me, when it would have caught me anyway. No, I do not. I remember a level with the pyramid. I do not remember anything else about it. Yeah, I stumbled onto the first sinner pretty much right after I got the double jump. And I started wandering around looking at stuff that I hadn't finished or hadn't seen all of in the slab, and stumbled into that room and was poking around. If I hadn't already had the double jump in that room when I found that room, I never would have found the first sinner. I don't know if the first sinner was completely optional or not, but it feels like for a boss that was that cool, they should not have hidden it that well. I don't know if it's any... Okay. It's better than just throwing a fish in my face. I don't know if there was a hint that pushed you towards the first sinner at some point if you hadn't found it, but I hope it wasn't just an optional boss considering how much fun it was. But it felt like it was the same kind of thing as, Yikes. Oh my god. The same kind of thing as, the organ lady? What was the organ lady? But the organ lady was pretty easy to find on either side. You would find the organ lady one way or the other. Phantom, yeah. Yeah, Phantom was, the Phantom fight was so much better than Judge. I moved on from Judge. I went backwards and then explored elsewhere. Found the Phantom fight and then realized, oh shit, I'm on the other side of the door. If I continue, what if I can't fight Phantom? So then I felt deadlocked into fighting Phantom, and man, that run back that's legitimate criticism. Having to spend all that time was annoying for the fucking true Grim fight, and having to spend all that time running back was just annoying. But just don't hit it? Yeah, just don't hit it. The judge fight didn't have a good second or third phase either, and I feel like one of the things that other games have done really well to emulate the later game experience in earlier bosses is giving you things that work like later upgrades, like giving you platforms or temporary platforms when you don't have double jump, or giving you other ways to dodge when you don't have a dodge or a parry that give you some interesting mechanics or interactions. That was just like a pure, like, bullshit spam fight. Aww. Oh. Catboy, how you doing tonight? Thanks for dropping something in there. Yeah, I did not get caught by any boss endpoint. The stupid ant bench I dodged, the poison fake bench I did not, but then it was just a poison bench and I was fine. But I also think nasty trolls like that belong, like, you need real set dressing for them, not just like, haha, we put a hard part and then we fuck you for it. And I just finished Baby Steps. Like, I like a game that's hard and nasty, if that's the point. Oh, we can get it there. We can get it there, and then we can get through here with this. Okay, we can't do anything useful with it. So it doesn't matter. Okay. One holds right after. A little confused. Oh, I didn't play... What did they nerf in the run back? Did they just make it a little easier to get through? Yeah, I just feel like, especially with them aping Souls-like games so much, I'm doing pretty good, Catboy. Yeah. Alright. With how much they wanted to ape Souls-like games, even if you don't want to get into the Stake America stuff, which is a totally valid argument for just literally respawn me outside the room, and they fucking did it for Last Sinner and multiple other fights. There were fights where you spawned right outside, so there's no excuse for them to pick and choose. It was just being nasty. But even if you don't want to get into that, a lot of Souls-like games, as early as Demon Souls, allowed you to open up shortcuts to make the run back easier. Do that. Just do that. Make me do it once, and then let me find the shortcut. Oh, they reduced the environmental damage? Yeah, see, I had a good route that involved skipping, like, I wouldn't deal with any damage. It just, you know, 45 seconds every time you die, suck that. I don't want to pay the time tax. Got him. Wait, did I still have a mushroom? How was I gonna get that? I see it. I don't understand how I was gonna get it. We'll fiddle around in there, when we come back. Something broken? Did I skip a bunch of stuff? Is something broken? Need to fix that troll. No one holds right after jumping. Okay. The Goombas had keys. Okay. So no, something's not broken. It was supposed to look broken, and then I ignored the interaction. Oh. Yeah, I didn't pick up magnetic dice till Act 3. I did find myself using them, but only because the yellow tools were fucking terrible. Dude, why the fuck do the yellow tools suck so much? They couldn't give us an extra crest slot for red tools. Okay, that's fine, I guess. You already built the game around tricking me into not wanting to use... weapons? Fine. That's fine. That's what we're doing. You did it. Congratulations. I don't want to use sub-weapons. Oh. Oh, is that the troll you meant nobody holds right? Because, yeah, that spooks me and I don't want to do anything. Do I just trigger him this way? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but that was the only thought I had. If that wasn't it, I would have had no idea what to do. Yeah, I wish we could have bound just a red tool button. I wish we had better yellow tools. I feel like the badge system in Hollow Knight wasn't great, but I feel like we had more interesting badge choices and more interesting combinations overall. spawn part I need to fix because if you hold right, you instantly die. Oh yeah, I hate that. Maybe just a little one-way? Oh no. No, there's we need to jump there. A one-way, it might not actually hurt that. You ditch one of the spikes? Yeah, maybe you ditch one of the spikes and then you at least have a sec. Oh, got him. Yeah, little systems not being in this game are fine. I get that. That's also why I wish they had really committed on the 45-degree downstab. I like the 45-degree downstab. I felt a little bit robbed of some of the platforming experiences by choosing the Wanderer's Crest because I liked the fast, close-range crest the most. And I wish they had committed on 45 degrees. I feel like the upgrades were another huge disappointment. The upgrades, I think, were the thing that really knocked it down from actually being a masterpiece for me. Those are the most boring upgrades I have had in a Metroidvania since before fucking Super Metroid. Super Metroid had more interesting upgrades. Not even for the time, even now, the grappling hook in Super Metroid was more fun. And I don't understand when they were committed to 45 kind of on the downstab. Hey, Kevin Kong. Must be a better part to push the thwomp to that location than the 5 things flying into him right away. I wasn't even paying attention. I am continuously... Oh, that does hurt me. I am infinitely distracted by Hollow Knight and will be forever. Oh, wow, yeah. It wasn't the spikes. It wasn't the spikes. Oh, my God. What a weird setup. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, if you hold right, you're in trouble. What a weird setup. Can you lift the player out of that spot separately so that I can just hold right and get lifted up to right here? You know, where's my scribbler? Like, oh, nope, not remote desktop. Scribbler. Icons are right next to each other. Something that, oh, it's misaligned again. God damn it. Lifts me up here like a well, we have one here. Yeah, we have one here. If you had a platform going up here, could you have that put the player on top of this semi-solid, maybe? That might work. Wiener on Luigi. A little bit. I didn't mind it on the parkour because it was built for it at first, but once I got to stuff like the surface climb, it no longer felt like things were built for it either. Like it was supposed to be doable, but it was never built around it, which also felt bad. I feel like a lot of the platforming experiences would have been better if they committed to 45 degrees on the downstab. But I also feel like they could have done an accessibility thing as a tool, one of the blue tools or yellow tools that just made your 45-degree downstab also hit beneath you. Very large, just made it gigantic but do no damage, so that it's easier for platforming. I feel like that would have been a good trade-off. I do actually have to hit the on-off switch there. I'm just dumb. And I really wish, at least, if nothing else, like I really hate the grapple as the grapple. It was a fun combat thing, but I really think it should have been 45 degrees or straightforward or 45 degrees up either way, because that would have been much more interesting. It would have catered to the things we've already seen. Hornet 2. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, or just something like Long Claw, like just an additional one that you put on, and then it makes it so it doesn't do damage, but you can bounce more easily, and it hits under you, and it doesn't push you forward. It just hits a different angle, wider. There's a really stupidly obvious soft lock. I'll try to make sure you don't fall in. I will fall in. Oh. I'm not even saying that you're wrong on not wanting to do parkour with the Hunter's Pogo or with any of the angled Pogos. I just wish they had picked a lane and stuck to it, because I feel like they missed out on some good platforming opportunities by waggling on that, by failing to stick to their guns on that. Again. Oops. And it's baffling that they wavered on that. Oh shit, I only have 2 lives left. Trouble. Don't do it again. Yeah, I wish there was one up here. The Goomba's gone. The Goomba's gone! Everything's different now. This is why I like to kill myself after I get a checkpoint, is so that I don't see any of these things. Okay. I did not make it. Okay, from the top. Do I start with 99 lives? I start with 70. Not even 69. Ugh. Well, the Hunter's March stuff was... It seemed pretty clear that it was trying to push you away. That it was trying to say, like, this is not optimal. But I also feel like you can do better signposting than... nothing. Better signposting than a boss that felt like a parry. Training boss. Yep, we're gonna forget things again. Which they just didn't... Oh, that was CP2. Oh, we died on CP2. Oh. I shouldn't go back? Uh-oh. I thought he was being crazy. Gaming. I think there are one-ups in the finale at least, thank God. Oh God, I forgot again. That was the thing that ruined Open World for me. It's how bad a fucking job they did with that in some of the toughest levels in the whole Super World. The last level was just so clunky. That felt really bad. That's kind of what turned me around a little bit on Hollow Knight, too, is that things really improved after Act 1. And although I still have a lot of criticism for the upgrades and some of the pacing and some of the things that were there, thank God I can duck here. If I couldn't duck there, I would be really annoyed. Overall, the late game in Silksong was really fucking good. Movement really clicked together once you had all the stuff at the end of Act 2. And there was a lot of fun to be had there. I really think they should have started us with the run. And we should have gotten the grapple upgrade really early. And then it shouldn't have been the thing that unlocks double jump, that later we get like a diagonal grapple that also ends up being how we unlock double jump, but just the way everything was laid out just felt. Like they really didn't have a good handle on like what makes power-ups really good in a Metroidvania. Okay, we're back. We're back. We did it. We did the thing. Yeah, besides the coral area and the blasted steps, we didn't get a lot of really diverse stuff. And it was pretty sad how small the coral area was. It felt like there was a lot of like dummied out stuff. Like a lot of stuff that was smaller than it could have or should have been. Short level? Yeah, we got back here pretty fast. That's nice. Now we can re-forget everything that happens here. Do I just do that? Oh, God. Yes, but I go faster? I do think that Silksong was really good, but, like, I've always felt like Hollow Knight was overhyped, that it was a really good Souls-like Vania, and I love Souls-like games, and I love Metroidvanias. But it didn't perfect either. Grime was a better Souls-like Metroidvania. Grime was a fucking masterpiece, and an absolute masterclass in loving Souls games and having really original ideas. Was Grime fucking good. Oh, that was stressful, but we got through it. I want to try it one more time. Oh my God. Okay, I want to try that one more time. Yeah, we made it too far the first time, and then it gave me great spaghetti. Now we're doing okay. We see more of the coral area when you're doing an Act 3 thing too, but it was just a really boring gauntlet. The gauntlets too! I know it's like a stock criticism. Oh, the gauntlets, you're just bitching, get good. First of all, anytime you're thinking of telling someone get good, pull the tongue out of your mouth with the pliers and then cut it off and then flush it down the toilet because you do not deserve it. But two, they just were unfun. And like in Hollow Knight, yeah, welcome to ranting about Silksong while playing Mario. Okay, it actually wasn't that bad as long as you just burst through it. I guess landing on it made it spooky. Yeah, it feels like it was janky, but it seems like we got through it just fine. I'm going this way. I didn't like that. Oh, I can't make that. Next room is the soft lock when you hit the on-off switch. Okay. Yeah, I didn't follow much of the Silksong stuff or even scrutinize the trailer too heavily because I assumed it was a lie. Yeah, after like the first disappointment when they just vanished back in like, what was it, 2019? I just checked out. The hype, I was not into the hype. The hype was stupid. The people getting excited about pretending to be hyped were stupid. It was too much meta irony. I can only do like 2 layers of like meta irony before I want to do a mass shooting in Minecraft. Did I just join Antifa? Is that it? Did I do the thing? Nobody tell on me. Coral Tower was easier than Carmelita. Oh yeah. I don't know. Carmelita was really annoying, and I tried a bunch of different crests, and then I got annoyed and was like, just do Wanderer and just burst and burst and burst. And then don't get hit when you're healing, and then I just made it through. There were so many fights that I won that way, that I finished that way. Oh, no, I think it is set up to actually do that to me. Yeah, that does feel a little janky. I can see how it might not have seemed janky. But there's definitely a lot of potential for jank there. Just go the first time, and then we're okay. If you hold right. Maybe we don't need the one-way in front of this door? So you can just hold, so that you can just kind of get in there a little more easily. In Hollow Knight, I know that it was as a big DLC component. A big DLC component was adding all those dream bosses in. But one of the things playing back through Hollow Knight before Silksong that really stood out is that game had a fuckload of unique bosses. It was really fucking cool. And Silksong failed there and filled a lot of that space with gauntlets, which was really disappointing. I would have liked to see souped up or silked out enemies akin to that weird giant silky fat guy boss all over instead of almost every single one of those gauntlets. Save the gauntlets for an arena or something. Gotta head out. Oh yeah, thanks for popping in. Sorry, bud. Yeah, we started a long troll level. But we'll be back tomorrow. The Coliseum of... Oh, I was supposed to jump. The Coliseum of Fools was fun, but that should be its own area. It should not be little segments. It should not be little segments wrapped in trolls. And bile water. Yeah, bile water. I honestly, I understand. Bile water was very different from lava, but functionally very similar. But I really think that if you had the double damage... the double healing crest equipped, you should have been able to heal a little bit and also get rid of the infection. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't continue doing like paid benches in that area or something. Especially since they gave us a thing later to deal with the bile water in that little reef. It doesn't make sense that they were so nasty about it before that point. Lets you prove yourself you've mastered those enemies? This feels like an excuse to try and push you towards using sub-weapons in more ranged play. The parry really pissed me off too. I really hated the parry. The fact that the parry is one of your magic skills and uses the same amount of silk as everything else. And you don't get any silk back when you land the parry, and all it is a tiny bit of iframes. It felt fucking terrible. The parry should have used just the tiniest bit of silk. It should have used 2 bars of silk, or whatever, 3 or 5 or whatever it is, and then refunded half of it if you get a parry, or refunded all of it if you parry it like the right frame. I don't even understand how they could love Souls games and suck dick that bad at making a fucking parry. That made me furious when we finally got the parry skill, and it was fucking terrible. You saw what yes, the on-off switch will soft lock me. I will look for it, and then I will... Uh-oh. I mean, I saw it, but now I don't understand it. When you hit the on-off switch, go fast, or you soft lock. Oh, God. Okay. Yikes. Yeah. Well, I don't see what the soft lock was, but don't soft lock me, bro. Hey, he doesn't do anything. What were these? Is this all just stuff that didn't work right? Yeah. I don't know what that is. Oh my god. Oh my god, I was worried. I was worried I accidentally still managed to go into it poking around. First center was the runes, yeah. No, I like the pins. Stupid pin one that you get from the arm. And I like the intangible dash. The intangible dash was the most versatile, but they all costed too much to ever be more valuable than healing. They made the resource management choices they made in that game are also, like, I would honestly say, yeah, the resource management choices, the bad pacing in Act 1, there were a lot of things that would, like, knock a whole, like, fucking point off if I was, like, trying to give it a 1 to 10 score. Once you collect the mushroom, you are past the soft lock. I looked at chat. Got the dart. Got the dart before Last Judge. Oh, was that the intangible dash? That might have helped a lot with Last Judge. I did not find it. I thought it was an Act 2 thing, but I also have no idea. But I did go... Before I did Last Judge, I did the fight with... Uh-oh. I did the fight with Phantom, and I really loved that fight. Oops. I held right a little bit, and I did die. Yeah, the intangible dash was the most useful one. At the very least for, like, learning bosses and lasting a little bit longer while you were fighting the boss. But I feel like all of the silk skills were not worth their cost. Especially because we clapped out at 2 full heals. Yeah, actually... Oh, yeah, that catch there is rough. We clapped out at 2 full heals. But in Hollow Knight, all of our spells cost 1/6 of the bar, or 1/3 of a heal, right? So they were much more expensive in Silksong. I didn't use them... Oh no, you can't just book it through there. Okay. I didn't use them that much in Hollow Knight, but I used the little projectile often enough that it didn't feel like it was terrible or a waste of healing. Oh no! Hollow Knight, it was 2 balls, wasn't it? 1/3, 2/3 of your thing. So we could hold 3 full heals in Hollow Knight. Why? The choices they made in health and resource management are absolutely baffling. Like, not just bad, but legitimately stupid. Yeah, there we go. Farfield's Act 3 main story boss. Oh, the bugs? Bug boy? Slight possibility I scrapped this level. Seems to be mediocre with too many issues to deal with. Yeah, it seemed like we're pushing some story stuff in with the pyramid, but then we kind of go into the pyramid and it's its own level, and it almost feels like you might be able to pull those, if you have room for it in the super world, pull those apart into 2 separate levels where you enter the pyramid, that's the end of the level, and then you're in the pyramid, where you dress it up that way. So you have more room for checkpoints. But yeah, it's been a pretty standard experience here with a lot of stuff that kind of feels like it's sneaking up on. You don't try to go through there. Go fast. Okay. Do-do-do. Fandom fight was amazing. I posted a clip of the skip to Discord. Even though you'll never replay. Oh, I'll probably replay Silk Song. There'll be a bunch of DLC. Early Dart. Oh. I wonder if I did. I feel like I did that somewhere, but I didn't do that there. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I did that somewhere, but I didn't do that there. But now I wonder if I had the dart and wasn't using it. But I think I posted a clip actually of my fight with the judge bitching about it. Should be. I think you can see what you had equipped, right? Oh, actually, no. I have a clips folder. Hang on while I do that thing where I narrate something you can't see. So the least exciting thing you can watch on a stream. Supposed to have the harpoon first, and we didn't have the harpoon for the judge fight at all, right? That wasn't possible. That's an Act 2 thing. I feel like that was a problem too. I also hate that the harpoon used silk and then restored only the silk it used. If I get a hit and then another hit off of the harpoon, when I pinch somebody, give me 2 pieces of silk, guys. Give me a yellow tool that doubles the silk I get from the harpoon. That would have been so cool. The yellow tools were terrible. I would not have used the magnetic dice if there was one more cool yellow tool, and something that gave me more silk when I used the fucking harpoon would have really been cool. Wow, wow, wow. Silk Song. I made too many clips of this game. And too many long recordings. Oh, I'm not going to dig through that right now. I don't remember. You're supposed yeah. Or something that, because I think we had, oh no, don't CP1 me. Don't CP1 me because I missed the end again. Oh, just kill me with the lava. Hint, get the end of the level. I will do that. Thank God for not CP1ing me. Oh. I already got CP1 by my life counter. Yeah, I think there was it the flea metal that gives you cheaper spells if you have full health or something? Like, why the hell were they were so nasty about resource management in every aspect of that game. Yeah. And, like, what else were you gonna wear, though, besides the rosary magnet and the money pouch? What the fuck else were you gonna wear from the yellow ones? Go fast? You were going to wear the go fast thing because you want to go fast, even if it costs silk. That's the soft lock, huh? Soft lock. Found it. We're here. We did it. We're the champion. Yeah. Or just a spike up here. Could be a spike up here. Could be a spike over here. There's so many places there could be a spike. The extra shell shards item would be useful if, for some fucking reason, why the hell doesn't it make the shards come to you? Why in the fuck does it not make shards come to you? At that point, because yeah, pretty much. I just ignored the shards. Because why the fuck wouldn't I ignore the shards? I'll just use rosaries to go buy shard bundles and use those. But I had mostly moved on from sub-weapons anyway. And just had oh no! Oh, that feels bad. How do I die faster? Where's the secret? Where's the secret death trick? God, I wish we had start over at checkpoint. Oh. I would boot up the other switch. But instead, stretch my leg out and make dumb noise. Oh. It gets stiff when I sit on it. Ugh. Yeah, they made a very large world to explore, a large interconnected world that was relatively fun to platform in, with some very interesting platforming experiences. I really wish someone would do a movement Metroidvania that just was also really good ideas for movement of it. Yeah, I like the cog flies. I don't understand why people seem to like poison so much. I see a lot of memes about that. But I don't feel like the poison really added that much damage. But they were useful when you're running around. They were very expensive to use on bosses because they cost so much and they die so fast. But if you're running around, they heal every time you go to a bench. Well, quit if you want. I can send the final level individually. Oh, yeah. Then we can do that, and I don't have to. I guess we did see all of it, didn't we? Oh, but then we don't get. Then we don't get to hear the womp sound effect at the end. Yeah, I wouldn't say overall that it was bad. It was, you know, it was a little warmer than lukewarm. Little warmer than lukewarm. There were a couple of things that were pretty clunky, but I think you saw that and could polish those out. And I think it would be decent if there were a little bit less clunky things, but I feel like you could also kind of separate out well, the first part was a troll segment too. It just esports. Yeah, it didn't even feel long. It didn't even really feel long. We made it back through from the beginning and it didn't feel long, but it didn't feel long the first time either. Just a little clunky. Just a little clunky. The finale will be submitted next stream. Thanks, autocorrect. All right. Well, I'll be here. Well, and there's one other one too, so you could have that one ready, and then we could do that, and then the finale. But do whatever you want. Not gonna be all like, you should definitely fix it, because I wouldn't. I am too lazy for that. So, Dust Donnie, you are after this one. H. Yeah, there were too many trade-offs. They really got into the double-edged sword thing, and like, okay, Blasphemous was big on that too, where a lot of things like hurt you to hurt them more. But like, I don't know, they were so stingy with the heals. None of the double-edged choices ever felt good. They pushed me away from using all the resources, yeah. The barbed bracelet was nice when you're running around, when you're just cleaning up stuff, but I didn't like it on the bosses because of how much damage they already did. Well, I'm like, I just learned in the final fight. Like I said, I may end up scrapping that pre-final level. You know, what is a good thought is that being the penultimate level, that being like one of the last experiences there. I feel like that's a good opportunity for more story setup and something that's really focused and really good. Hopefully the last level is really good. But yeah, I think you definitely want like a gentle, like a good slide into that last level so that has the opportunity to really like crescendo, like a gentle build up to a really great exit. Rather than a kind of clunky standard troll level. Doesn't double damage from void enemies? I mean, it might just be a bug, or they might have been like, no, they're strong. Or something. Aspert. Kamek's mystical lair. You must stop Kamek's evil plans. His Laceccubus are waiting for your arrival. Okay. Take a peek. Yes. Yeah, the 3D world was fun. Yeah. But that's hard. I definitely have a soft spot for 3D world. But I also think that, oh god. I think that more people are coming around on that generally. I think more people generally like 3D world troll levels lately. So I feel like that's a good one to go out on. Hate myself. Personally prefer Silksong. I mean, I had more fun with Silksong than Hollow Knight, but I feel like Silksong missed a lot of opportunities to modernize the things that already didn't work great in Hollow Knight. And the reason why I am very critical of it and very concerned about it especially is as somebody who plays a psychotic amount of Metroidvanias, like I absolutely love indie titles and Metroidvanias especially. The influence of Hollow Knight has been enormous. Far, far greater than how great it is. Hey, see you later. Yimmy, have a good night. Get some good sleep. We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, drop it in then if you want. I should get that. I really hope this isn't a whole level of Kamek digging. Oh, we'll see. Let's see what we're doing. At least it hasn't been stingy with power-up so far. The influence of Hollow Knight was grossly outsized for how good a game it was. For a lot of people, it was their Super Metroid, which I absolutely understand. But I don't feel like Hollow Knight learned anything, or Silksong learned what it needed to learn for how much influence it's going to have going forward. And the discourse has not made me feel better about that either. I did it to myself. I did it to myself. You have such nostalgia for Hollow Knight. Maybe you're younger than me? I assume every single person is the exact same age as me. Which is, of course, exactly 28. Or whatever, 38. Something. But I do think that for a lot of people, yeah, that Hollow Knight was their Super Metroid. That was their first big Metroidvania title, and their first, probably, for a lot of people, probably their first Souls-like thing, or at least Souls-like 2D thing. Found a mushroom. Oh god. Do I need him? I need him to mine? Such a cozy game. I really want to time you out for that. Hollow Knight is not a cozy game. You just like it. Fucking crackhead. Don't love having to walk a Kamek back here to make a hole. Mining is never fun, but at least it's only a single block. But also, I feel like you could just have a Kamek on the other side here to make sure that there's one ready to mine in case the player killed all of them or killed too many of them and has to go too far back. Yeah, it was easier. I will say Hollow Knight was easier than Silksong. It was more accessible than Silksong, and I do think that's a failure on Silksong's part too. And I can't stress this enough, man. I really like hard games. Silksong was not too hard for me, but the pacing of the difficulty was bad and frustrating. I found it as frustrating as La Mulana, and Silksong was not a game, at least in Act 1, Silksong was not a game that set out to be frustrating like La Mulana. It did not frame itself as ruins that resist exploration and are designed to frustrate and irritate you. It was a bug. Exploring. Bug world. Not a 200-hour-long troll level. Or whatever. A normal amount of time. Some people have very different definitions of words. They do. Some people do. But it's not cozy. Ugh. It's cute. The little guy is cute. How the fucking knight was cuter than Hornet. I'm tired. And also, people sexualizing Hornet? That's fucking weird. People insisting Hornet is a lesbian with her, like, weird sister? That's also weird. What are you guys doing? They have, like, the same mom. Or whatever, mom and grandmom. God, and then it's literally bomb mining. What am I doing here? Yeah, I mean, have it make one hole, then have the player work their way into the hole, and then explore towards something else. Rather than actually having, like, a long mining experience. This is not super fun. Oh, is that all we're doing? Nope, that is not all we're doing. Okay. I was worried one of them had the key. But I think you're just having me get... Okay, never mind. Ignore me. You're having me get something so that I can get the key out of there, then. Little annoying, but there are a couple of things that drop down, and it's likely to spawn one anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm reading that a little bit wrong as like a cozy game, like a casual game or a comfy game. But like I can almost play Binding Isaac with my eyes closed. I used to play that as like my fall asleep game because I was so I'd spent so much time playing it that it did not feel difficult, but was very, very relaxing for me. Yeah, overall decent. I was really worried that we were going to overcommit on the mining, but at no point did we. The end almost felt like that's what we were going for, but Chemical spawns something you can throw at him, or you will release one of the things that you can throw at him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it ends up working out okay. Okay. Okay, for a Kamek theme, it's pretty good for a Kamek themed level. People make bad choices with Magikoopa, and that was not too bad. Dude, thanks for dropping another one in there, but you gotta wait till I do that. Deuce, Donnie, let's see what you got here. Boy, I hope you're not 9 years old and just super into Silksong and about to be really mad. But I'll keep ranting about it, even if I am mad at your level and you do not like what I have to say. Ugh. Yeah, I played too much Binding Isaac, and I could play that infinitely and forever. Sooner, yeah, kinda. That's what happened. That's what happened to a lot of people. Oh, coffee's gone. I have to go get my other coffee after we take a look at this. From my level, you can either do the level or the world. Both are the same level. I already played the level and liked it. Guide you through the desert. I had a 0.5% clear rate. What was this? When did we play this? It's from 2020. When did we play this? I don't remember this at all. Kingpin Larry, how you doing tonight? Thanks for dropping a level in the queue. Dry Bones Shellnanigans from Donnie. Let's see. We played Between a Shell and a Deadly Place at the beginning of the year, it looks like, at the end of last year, on, yeah, December 31st. Was this renamed? Yeah, we did not play Dry Bones Shellnanigans. I don't have it in my list anyway. Go home. Huh. I don't know when we played it. Oh, oh, maybe we can see it in your chat history. That's part 3. Doot. Oh my god, that's a lot of scroll back. I'm over it. Oh, we'll take a look. We'll go find something else that starts to feel familiar. It might after a second. Your super world contains all 3 levels. I gotcha. Oops. Yeah, this doesn't look familiar at all. I wonder how long ago I played this. Once in a while, the spreadsheet misses stuff. Oops. Too bad Nintendo can't literally just give us, you know, that information, because they definitely store it. I'm really good at Mario Maker. I haven't cared for Mario Maker 2 in a long time. Yeah. Oh, I have to double down there. I keep expecting not to have to. That's what we're doing. Yeah, that'll happen when Nintendo kind of abandons stuff, huh? Need a Hollow Knight maker. Somebody was working on Metroidvania Maker-ish. Ooh, the double down there is awkward. Wish it was a little longer. But it was really rough when I checked it out on stream a little while back. Missing it somehow. Yeah, really flawed. I really wish Maddie would make a Celeste maker. I really wish that. I feel like that's right there. That's worth doing. I'm struggling with that. Oop, and then we need to hold jump there. Okay. I guess, yeah, jump out and grab the next one? Okay. It seemed like that might not be necessary. Super Mario Construct gets much more frequent updates. Is that thing I see posted all the time that's really popular in Spanish countries, it looks like? Is that one? That's also an Android app or something? Oh, or is that the, is Super Mario Construct the Super Mario Bros. X engine that was made by the Terraria guy? Which one is that? What am I thinking of here? Or is it some other? Some other? How are there this many Mario Maker derivatives? Yikes. They made some music choices here. That's too loud. Yeah, that's too loud. Crank the browser down a little bit here, guys. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna look at this later. Don't worry, make you shut up. Shut up, Super Mario Construct. No, mute yourself. There. That later. Value proposition of Super Mario Maker 2, yeah, is the player base. Yeah. Yeah, and it would be difficult to find another game that had a player base like that. Super Mario World has a large player base in ROM hacks, but a smaller streaming environment that is a little harder to break into, and there's no real capacity to share levels or creations, which is too bad, because I want it. I really want it. I feel like Celeste has a pretty rabid community. Oh, we fucked it. We fucked it. A pretty rabid community. Of people who make levels, and having an easy way to play levels could actually break into the same space that Mario Maker occupies, especially if done as Mario Maker is fading out. Natalie, Celeste. Make it happen. I wonder how many play stuff gets on Super Mario World Central. Let's pull something up. Oh, let's look at Maddie's last game. Hang on. I bet I have it. Yeah, in my history right here. On Super Mario World Central. Masterpiece. Made by a famous developer. Very recently, with much hype in the Super Mario World community, has 1,100 downloads. So, not that many. It's Kaizo, though. It's hard Kaizo. So, maybe not. Let's look at, I can't think of anything else that would be hyped. That isn't Kaizo-y stuff. Oh, no. We had, one of the jump hacks. One of the bigger jump hacks would probably be worth taking a look at. Mario World Central. Oh, let's look at, Beans. That just came out. I think that was relatively normal and was, that has 2,000 downloads. So yeah, even a relatively hyped up hack is gonna see a couple thousand people download it. Yeah, the player base for this kind of thing will never be the same. Figure out who you're talking to. Yeah, I hope so. That would be nice. Did Carl like set rules for that yet? I need to figure out how to follow that, because I want to do stuff. I want to make a Super Mario World troll level really bad. And I feel like we could even stream some of that, because who the fuck is gonna, like, watch my stream and steal ideas from me? If I even have any. Like, I feel like I'm too small to have to worry about. There's a Discord for it? How do I find the Discord? Is it in a YouTube comment? YouTube video? Probably in a YouTube. Oh, it's probably on his Twitch. It's probably on his Twitch somewhere. Maybe it's linked in his other... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Carl has a lot of Discords. Oh, maybe I'm already in the Discord and they made a thing for it. Let me see here. I have a bookmark for the level submissions one because I meant to go back and look at it. No, Laurel's lab level submissions does not seem to have a link to it. Does not have any new stickies. The unique Discord. I'm gonna find it or I'll forget. Again, 42 YouTube. None of these are talking about it. We're getting it for you. Thank you. Yeah, DM me the link or pop it in there. Yeah, I really want to do that. It'll be really easy to set up capture for Lunar Magic. Be fun. Put on chiptunes, mess around in Lunar Magic. Hopefully there is an acceptable base ROM with some fun stuff to play with. But even if it's vanilla only, well, vanilla only might be the most accessible. I could see that working. I think like the Flux base ROM would be a really good place to start. Oh, but if he wants it to be accessible, actually we could almost damage boost through that guy. He might want to do just enough. Yeah, I wish I had a little bit more time to input the second down. The second down in each of these. I guess I could just spam it. I don't think it'll really matter if I spam it because we're on tracks anyway. Yeah. Even then it's tough. Yeah, I feel like we could stretch out the space here just a little bit. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Let me copy that. And will it try to open it in Discord in this browser, or will it freak out and tell me to sign in? Of course it will freak out and tell me. This one should shoot it over to Discord. Perfect. No, not Discord for Android. I hate you. Oh, Discord. Okay, there we go. I'm in it. I did it. Thank you. I was messing around with Windows subsystem for Android, and it has lots of problems. Yeah, I really want to take a look at that. Thank you for sending that to me. Sometimes I can be a little flaky about making things, but I do deeply enjoy Super Mario World. And I feel like that would be really fun to play around with. Yeah, the person who makes Lunar Magic is Hunt. Definitely, it's a really cool tool. Aww. It's a very cool tool that has existed for a very long time. That is very clunky, not modern, and super annoying to use, but very versatile. But very closed source. The guy refuses to open source it. Tons of stuff about it is very proprietary, so it's very annoying to work with. And I really, really wish he wasn't such a dickhead. Because, man, if we could have a tool like that, like Lunar Magic, that also gave us the ability to package up levels and all of their dependencies and ASM stuff, all into one thing, and very easily share pieces of ROM hacks with each other, that didn't require anybody to share proprietary information, it would be fucking delightful. But it would require that penis butt to cooperate, or someone else to basically redo like 10 years of work. I don't think it'll ever happen. You can export single levels in Lunar Magic. Yeah, I can definitely stop there, and I feel like stopping there is the right choice. So I'm not sure what's going on with the piranha plants up there. It's criminal that I'm a Mario fan. Never, yeah, go beat Super Mario World. If you have a Switch, it's right there in Nintendo Switch Online. there is also a huge community of people making tough stuff, fun platforming stuff in Super Mario World that'll keep you going after Super Mario World's over. After Mario Maker's over for you. Oh, I was supposed to jump out. Okay. Yeah, hard to predict some of the things that are happening. Then I have to give Nintendo more money. Hey, here's a tip. Go on the internet and just steal it. Just play it in an emulator. Really easy. All you need is a controller and anything that you can hook the controller up to. Phone, computer, anything. And if you live in a country where that's illegal and you get caught, just buy a copy of it at that point. That is what Meta did. The recent rulings in the lawsuit of Meta versus every publisher on the planet shows that they stole every book, and then the judge said as long as you buy the book, it's not stealing. But all you have to do is buy it when you get caught, and you are legally compliant with precedent currently. I have it on Wii U, but the input display is horrible. Yeah, so you already own a copy of it. So now you can just steal it. That was also what Facebook did and established precedent for. After you have it in one way, you can steal it in another way. So do that. Now stealing is legal. Thanks, Facebook. It's gonna be really funny when somebody does finally use that as precedent in a piracy case, and somebody realizes, like, oh shit, we either have to fight Facebook or we have to let people steal stuff. Isn't it? No, nope. Nintendo has defended that position, but current legal precedent strongly establishes that piracy is absolutely legal if you have any entitlement to the game at all. Even if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you probably have legal entitlement to the game. But no, Nintendo, or Meta was caught stealing every book in existence, and then was told that as long as they purchased copies later, as long as you own a copy at some point, you are not stealing it. Ooh. It's only true if you have Amazon Bucks, probably. Probably. Oop, oop, oop. You know what? Oh, I lost the other one, though. Maybe we can still make this work? Might still be able to make this work. Aw, nope. Almost. Yeah, Nintendo has often defended that position, or defended that even dumping it yourself doesn't make it legal, and all emulation is legal, but that's just them sucking their own dick. They are want to do. Got a couple of more shots here. I don't remember it at all, so we must have played it quite some time ago. Yeah, they got really pissy about the MIG switch, which probably wouldn't hold up if somebody pushed really hard on it. That seemed crazy as well. Like, that's just low-hanging fruit. That's not even the best way to pirate Switch games. The best way is in an emulator, to literally play Switch games in an emulator. Because then you will also have much better performance than you would ever have with the MIG switch. Bad. Yeah, it would be really, really nice if we eventually had something like that for ROM hacks. I don't know if we'll ever see anybody want to put in all that work to basically double work that we already had done. But it would be nice. It'd be nice if Nintendo was less terrible and would just be like, you know what? Let's just do curated ROM hacks. Let's just embrace our modding community. That would be so cool. Yeah, you need a relatively powerful PC to emulate Switch games effectively. That's what pissed me off so much about, like, the enhanced re-releases. The $20 scams is, like, if you did get pretty into Switch emulation, like, I have a copy. I have physical copies of Breath of the Wild and the other one. But I barely played Tears of the Kingdom on my Switch 2 or on my Switch 1, because on PC, you could get 90 to 100 FPS. It was much smoother. It looked much better. You could play it at 4K. Esports. Why the hell would you play it? At 22 FPS on a fucking Switch. Why would you do that? Why would you suffer? Go. Close. Was able to open up the emulator itself. Yeah. That is a school that is bad at application whitelisting. Okay, I was supposed to duck there and then jump through there. Okay. Yeah, a little tough to see what's coming forward. That's always tough when you're doing a vertical climb segment, is to see exactly what you're doing. Kind of saw it last time. Now we can put it all together here. Yeah, that's what really pissed me off about all the Breath of the Wild stuff is, the 120 FPS cheats, basically Game Genie or Game Shark codes were like 2 lines. 2 small lines that you pasted in to unlock arbitrary frame rates. And the 4K upscaling, emulator natively supports that. The engines do not care. The Switch itself does not really care what resolution it's outputting at, so those were already all parts of the game they had developed and future-proofed for. Oh, so it was just depressing that they were so goddamn greedy, and that greed is not a way to try and sell more copies of the game. That greed is what they're doing for their launch titles, is we're selling you back shit you already paid for. Fuck you. That sucks. It has not gotten any better. Their first Direct was the fucking third-party and second-party Nintendo Direct of no new first-party games. Maybe the Yoshi game is first-party? Maybe? But I think the last couple of Yoshi games weren't first-party either. They were second-party. Oh, did somebody make a Breath of the Wild multiplayer mod and Nintendo was getting all crazy on it? Taking streamers down or whatever? Point Crow. Not familiar. But that is unfortunate. I had not heard about that. That's always spooky when they're taking action on streamers or content creators for, like, fan content like that. Because then you worry, like, well, are they going to start coming after, like, ROM hacks? Because, man, if they start coming after Super Mario World stuff, that would be such a catastrophe for so many people, but it would do so much damage to Super Mario World ROM hacking as a whole. Oh, that's really tight. Oh, we beat this last time? I think we beat this last time, right? This does not feel like something I would have played years ago and also have been able to finish. And I definitely feel like I'm better at stuff now. Give it 2 more. 2 more shots. 1 more. Seems fine. There's a little bit of issues with flow. A little bit of issues with how everything flows, and I wish we had a little bit more time for that, but it all works when we get it. Oh. But I wish it was a little easier to get everything. But otherwise, pretty good. Pretty good. An interesting gimmick that you're playing around with here. That last thing that we were doing was pretty tight. I wonder how much more there was after that. Oh, no, we didn't finish it last time. We liked it, but we didn't finish it. Bet we can't see when we last played. He was close to the release of Tears of the Kingdom, so maybe that was why. But that's still crazy, yeah, that they can never be clear about it, and that they have absolutely no capacity to just embrace the value in fan content and recognize, like, you know what? Most people are never going to do this shit. Leave it alone. Catboy, looks like you're not in chat right now. You there? And the bot's wrong? Are you not there? Are you gone? Have you always been gone? Did you come and go? Did you pump and dump? Let me grab the coffee, and if they're gone, we'll move on. Oh, I'll be right back very quickly. Yeah, well, and that's exactly right. Is it doesn't really even have any capacity to harm player experience. So why would you prevent people from doing those mods? Like, it's not like I could see you being, I don't think it's reasonable, but I could understand a little bit more if they're like, no, we don't want people having naked Zelda fucking Mario in the game. That's yucky. That hurts our brand. Okay, you're an idiot. And I'm pretty sure if I Google Zelda fucking Mario, I will immediately find porn of it. Fuck you, but okay. But people just doing multiplayer in a game, calm the fuck down. People just modding games to be better or to play a little bit better, or to offer a different experience that they don't currently have, that's just good. That's just advertising for your game. Well, and like, Japan has a really weird perspective on modding. A lot of modding can be illegal over there if it's not consented to or condoned or something. I'm not familiar with it. I am not a lawyer or an expert on this, but I know they have a very different culture surrounding modding in Japan. Donnie thinks we're dropping another one in there. But it's more or less legal here. And although a lot of consumer rights are not properly enforced, not even before the current administration, things have really gone to shit now, but even before this administration, they were not well enforced. I could rant for so long about the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act, and how every single thing you've ever seen in your life that said warranty void has been a lie. Every single one of those not only was a lie, but was felonious. It was a federal crime to put that sticker on anything. You have never seen a sticker like that in your whole life that was legal, ever. Not anywhere in America. Unless you were like 60 years old, then maybe. But the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act was passed in like the 70s. And you cannot void somebody's warranty for interacting with their own things that they own. That is not legal. That has never been legal. But the only punishment is a small fine, so they just do it. Because what are you going to sue somebody to maybe get like $400 and you're going to spend $12,000 on lawyers? No, you're not going to sue Nintendo. So everybody just suffers. Warranty void if removed or if broken. Telling you what my level is ruins the surprise, by the way. Dun dun dun. Bowser Jr.'s Keep from Akabert. Akabert. But yeah, last one was good. I'm good at Mario. Okay, cute. Your level's turn. Yeah, don't do this. It's a soft lock. And you already told the player to climb up on a swamp. So that made me think I should climb up on these swamps, which then created a soft lock. If the slopes let me out on one side or the other, then I could just get out of here. But the way it's set up, this is just a soft lock. Only has mouse controls for player 2. Go figure. Especially with the Joy-Cons, you'd think you'd just take the Joy-Con, put it on your pants, and esports, do the thing. Even more reason not to buy Mario Galaxy 2. Man, the anti-consumer stuff with that really, really hurts too. Like, okay, I don't have to go over there anyway. I can just do that. So I'm gonna skip that. Oh wait, no. Oh yep, yes I am. I'm gonna do this now. This one's weirder. Why the hell would they release Galaxy 1 and 2 instead of re-releasing Mario 3D All-Stars plus Galaxy 2 as a $70 package, or Galaxy 2 on its own for, I guess, $40 if you're a fucking monster. If you are a fucking evil goddamn demon trying to squeeze the blood out of children. Can't wait till they introduce gambling. Valve did it, so I mean, why wouldn't Nintendo do it? Okay, interesting, but clunky. Yeah, interesting but clunky, especially without Mushroom or any power-up for the player. It seems like you're kind of going for like a traditional gimmick level. But then it ends up being a little nasty to go through, so I'm just gonna try and scoot around. Nintendo needs a hearing aid, yeah. You're getting pretty old. they've never liked listening to their players, to their consumers, and they have always sold things regardless. And I honestly think that Pokemon ruined it. Get out your tinfoil hats a little bit, but I think that after seeing Pokemon Go make infinite money out of nothing, essentially, out of a shitty game, out of taking a shitty geocaching app and smearing Pikachu on it and making all the money in the world, they were just like, well, wait, do we need to do this much effort? Let's drive our effort back, because they'll fucking buy it either way. And that's Nintendo 2025. That's the world we live in. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. And like, they're great games. I don't think that they're not great games, but if you want to re-release Galaxy as a full-price title or a $40 title with the previous game, add more content in. Add in a janky fucking co-op, online co-op, offline co-op. Add, like, with with Mario and Luigi and Toadette or something. Add in a couple of new planets. Give us a new post-game thing that's, like, really hard, but also has the stupid accessibility features that you love so much. Do something. Do something way more than just, we're re-releasing the same game. Give us money. Janky. Very janky hole. Well, I hate that too. I don't like the idea of including upgrades for games in Nintendo Switch Online. I don't like them trying to incentivize the purchase of a subscription for stuff that you can just buy. And I don't think we should be buying those things anyway. I do not think a Switch 2 upgrade should cost money, because they are literally zero effort. We can see that in emulators that getting these things working, in most cases, involves literally flipping a switch. They planned ahead for it, so they should not be charging for it. It's literally on-disc DLC. It's on-disc DLC that's existed for years that they were getting ready to sell again ahead of time. Or to incentivize subscriptions with it, which then makes you afraid to not have the subscription because you don't want to lose all your Mario Kart and all of your pack, that you can't play the games anymore without it. I don't know. I would rather the online play and their games work. I would rather Smash Online be excellent and Mario Maker Online be flawless than give them money for online that's terrible, that they do a value add of, well, it includes some DLCs now. Ooh, and guess what? We threw in some DLCs and you get some old games that are free anyway on the internet, as long as you just, buy them if you ever get caught. Instead of being allowed to just buy the old games. Like, it sucks. It really, really, really sucks that they have built this engine of mediocrity that people insist is like, no, it kind of feels good. Janky. Well, peer-to-peer makes sense in a lot of cases with platformers. With anything that requires pixel perfect stuff, you don't actually want a server in the middle of that, because that means that not only can you not trust either player, generally, that you have a third party that has to intermediate communications and slows everything down. What they need is significantly better infrastructure and significantly better netcode, and to stop reusing assets that they purchased literally 20 years ago. Yeah, janky. Very janky. It's really hard to tell what's going to be safe when I land. I can't ever tell what the safe area is, even when I'm doing it the correct way. But even the correct way, there's still an incorrect way depending on which swamps you trigger on the way down. So it would be really nice if there were either falling platforms I could ride down to safety, or some hit tolerance here for the spikes, like a mushroom or something. Keep forgetting to hit. But I would rather everything work better. It is a travesty. The Smash 4 online was technically better than Smash Ultimate. Hey. Checkpoint. Oh my god, still no mushroom. There's a fire flower. Oh, the fireballs are on the coins. Well, no. It's not just relying on somebody else's internet connection, or every single platformer would also be like this all the time, which is not the case. And it often feels that way. It's easy to blame other people for the problems in Mario Maker, but that is not the problem. The problem is the netcode. There are ways to compensate for that kind of thing. That, you know, if you need absolute pixel perfection, all the clients have to be synced, or you are going to have lag. There's no way around that. But there are alternatives to freezing the game for lag. Snapback, or rollback netcode is very popular with fighting games, which can be a little annoying, but is much better than lag. The easiest thing to see in Mario Maker is how much better games tend to be when you're playing one-on-one. And the easiest way to see that it's not just in the internet connection, which I have done with groups of 4 people in person one time, we were doing the local play, and it's still fucked. It's still very easy for it to get laggy and fucked with 4 people on enterprise-grade, extremely high-quality network connections that you just can't deal with. There's nothing you can do, because the Switch has terrible networking on its own. I guess I want to flip the switch there. I was going to try and go around the block there. Finally, power-ups. Oh my god. Yeah, clunky. Clunky level, clunky gimmick. Rough execution of the gimmick in a way that is not very satisfying. Total intolerance of hits until suddenly we start getting covered in fire flowers for some reason. But very, very hard to get to them, so I have to slowly and patiently wait for openings in fucking Potobos here. Wait to get power-up checked here in a sec. And it looks like you're expecting me to not have a mushroom because of how awkward this jump is going to be with a mushroom? Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, it's just too bad. I feel like Nintendo for a long time, like, they always want to make money. Big companies are not your friends, blah, blah, blah. But they, at the very least, recognize that producing high-quality games was a path to success that other game companies were not working as hard at. And it feels like they've lost that they have dropped that and have realized that people will buy things regardless, and they will make money regardless, and have hard committed on that path. Little Mario. Yeah, it feels like that jump is for Little Mario. Yeah. Oh god, that's the end. Oh. Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. at the end. Yeah, rough. Rough. I think if everything was opened up to allow power-ups and to not spare power-ups the whole way through, if you were going for a more traditional experience, would have been much better. But if you weren't going for a traditional experience, it still felt pretty clunky to work through overall. Yeah. We had a checkpoint. Yeah, really, really rough. Really, 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 really rough. 46 out of 974. 5% clear rate. Yeah, soft lock right in the beginning too. Pretty easy to fix. Soft lock's pretty easy to fix. Yeah, just some pretty clunky stuff. A lot of blind falls there at the beginning before the checkpoint too, where we had a really, really awkward set of blind falls. It's all fixable. It's all fixable, and you can play off of that gimmick and get something out of that. But man, it just seemed like almost every step of the way there was a problem. Kingpin Larry. Let's see what you got. JRT. Jorkin replacement therapy. 684. DQG. Dairy Queen. Guy. Difficult precision platforming that might be angry. Might be angry you're here. Difficult precision platforming level that might be angry you were here. NAddict. NAddict. Narcotics addict? Oh. Were you on those narcotics while you were naming the level? Precision platforming is tough in Mario Maker because of how long it takes to die, but we'll take a look at it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, his name was Bowser, so what do you expect? Oh, I can't believe they didn't do more with that. Okay, well, at least it doesn't start terrible. Nice. Sometimes precision people, they make really bad choices about how to start levels. And man, with how long death takes, that's important. Do you want me to go over to that note block? I don't like that. I will, but I don't like it. Yeah, gentle in the beginning. Being nice with a power-up is nice. Sugoma, 96. Sugoma nuts. Thanks for dropping something in there. We'll get there in a minute. Level spin's been pretty good so far. We had one kind of bad. We had one moderately bad one that wasn't the end of the world. Multiple soft locks. Esports. Oh, this is a lot harder with the mushroom. Oh, God. Oh. Yoshi's Brutal Island Desert. No, the description was weird and didn't have anything about the power-up. I really hope that the power-up is benevolence and not that you were expecting me to do this with a power-up and are going to have a power-up check at the end. I'd be pretty mad if that's the case. I don't think you necessarily need to forego checkpoints to tell the player you're not allowed to take damage. Although that's an easy way to make it really clear, like you have to get through this without damage. You could probably also set the expectation of don't take damage with a really early power-up check and then giving a player a power-up right after it to clearly communicate, like, no, you're gonna need that to get through these claw blades. Throwing for content. All of my mistakes are so that my army of editors that definitely exist can make really high quality TikToks so I can get... I wonder if anybody makes like a terrible fucking like auto clipping tool to just like flood fucking TikTok with dumb shit and somehow turn that into ad revenue. I would like to find a job. But if I don't, man, I am not... I'm not starting over. I'm not going to do another spin on the get a career wheel. I'm not playing that. Especially because all the other careers I want to do also getting a little ruined by AI. A lot of entry-level engineering positions and industrial design positions are absolutely fucked. That does not seem worth going into at this point. We probably did the last entry-level hiring for that for a long time. Programming also seems like a really, really bad idea. Pretty much it. Pretty much it. Blombit, how you doing? Having a nice vacation in Ocean Shores. Wah? 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 Ocean Shores, Wario? Probably Washington, huh? That's good. It's been warm. It's been warm in the Midwest, so I assume wherever you are, it's probably also warm. You're a software dev? Yeah, I don't know. That one has been one of the ones that's been really, really rough with the AI stuff. I'm a sysadmin, with about 15 years of experience, and I'm sucking dick over here. I'm just, there is nothing. There is nothing. I haven't had an interview in months. And I have about 4 years of experience as a sec admin. I would prefer security work, but the vast majority of what I am applying for is generalist admin positions and boring shit like identity and access management admins, like really boring shit that I have a high level of experience in, and I am not getting a fucking interview. Because there are a lot of people with degrees who also need jobs, and I am falling in the shitter. God, I hate Hammer Bros. It is an interesting precision experience so far, though. I will say that. It's not going super crazy on the high precision, and it's still maintaining a lot of platforming, which sometimes precision really, really focuses on really tricky, difficult, and annoying jumps and interactions instead of precise platforming. So it's nice when things feel more like Celeste and less like those stupid levels where it's a bunch of letters with spikes and red coins and you're trying to get the coins. I can't think of a game that's like that. But if there is one, I don't want to play it. Yeah, it's rough. Really, really rough. People are very excited about fancy autocomplete that sucks your dick. Oh, I can't go through there. Maybe I could just cut through there if I was taking damage. Good at Mario Maker. I hope your vacation's good, Columbus. Hoping to put together some camping, but the guy I would normally camp with not seemed into it. I don't think Heidi wants to camp with just me. Maybe though, she's been trying to get more in shape, so maybe she'll be like, yeah, kayaking and biking for 3 days. Hiking, yay! Yeah, I'm not, like, crazy anti-AI. It's a tool. It's a really valuable tool. I was doing some, lab work for certs I'm working on. In setting up, Linux environment for some stuff I was working on, it was really, really helpful for helping me sort out, things I'm not super familiar with. Syntax issues and basic commands, and not understanding commands or not understanding things that should work based on what I was reading, where the problems were, etc. In the hands of somebody who has reasonable competence in what they're looking at, it can be really helpful at making what you're doing easier. It can be really helpful for parsing information. And it's a really potent tool, even as it is now, and it will continue to get better. What it isn't is an alternative to an employee in a lot of cases. The hallucinations are fucking crazy. And like, even for stuff like, I'm not super familiar with Linux. I have low familiarity with Linux. I'm okay. I can figure out what I need to do in all administrative tasks I've faced with it. And all the stuff I've taken a look at so far with like pen test stuff has been approachable and entertaining, if a little clunky. But I'm not an expert. It's not a daily use operating system for me at all. But I can figure it out. But like, it kept, I was trying to get it to parse out some commands for setting up remote access, so I could remotely access the desktop with a graphical user interface rather than through terminal. And it kept giving me commands with just extra letters. It kept doing /nn instead of /n. And when I would tell you, what are you doing? Stop doing this. Can you please run the commands yourself and double check that they don't result in syntax errors? Oh yeah, sure. I can absolutely do that. Firework emoji. Good catch on that. You're so smart. You're the smartest fucking guy. Holy shit. Let me see those nuts, buddy. But then it keeps doing it over and over again. Oh, you're so good at catching that. Yeah, I'm not sure why that keeps happening, but it won't happen again. Yes, it will. So if you end up putting it in the hands of people who can't spot little things like that, the damage that they can do with it is very, very high. And it has been really funny and satisfying to read about that in like the professional subreddits of people in the same environment as me, working in the same world as me, of like new people like just letting it loose and then creating a giant shit mess and then having no fucking idea how to fix it. Being like, yeah, I shit the bed. Okay, The hammer bro is understandable as a hammer dodge tactic, but now when we have this thing where we have to actually deal with the hammer bro, throwing hammers and the unpredictability of his timing, I hate that a little bit. I really hate that. I really hate a hammer bro for that. I feel like that's a good opportunity for you to block him with the on-off switch so that he dies when we flip the switch. Because that ends up feeling less like precision and more like RNG just because of the risk of him spawning a hammer as we're trying to come down on him. Or go around him. Yep, exact same thing. My partner is a developer. She works for a company that makes software for schools. And there is a dipshit fucking Nepo hire that nobody can get rid of, that gets shuffled all over the place because he's a fucking work maker, problem creator, dipshit. He's just a dipshit. He's just a lazy dipshit. And it really, really, really seems like when anybody's doing like code review with him, when anybody's going through it, that he is just kind of cramming stuff into AI and then pasting in what it spits out, because even like the comments don't make sense. He will just do things that make absolutely no sense, and he won't really be able to explain it. There's gonna be a lot of people like that too. We're gonna be dealing. That's already been a problem in IT for a while. Of even before AI, of North Koreans getting jobs to get to farm out the labor and make money. It's been a whole thing. The way people were weeding that out was in interviews that they suspected it might be possible, just being like, so how fucking fat do you think Kim Jong is on a scale of fat to fat? Like, anything that insults the great leader, they have to immediately terminate the call. That's how people were weeding him out. But there's still people who are gonna want to do overemployment, double employment, that kind of thing, and are going to farm out as much of it as they can to AI, which instead of them maybe being a weaker employee or maybe being fine, it means we're going to be dealing with so many people who are incompetent and unable to fix their incompetence, who will just make it worse until somebody fixes it, and it's going to suck. It's really going to suck. Your job has weekly AI usage requirements? For what? Can you say for what? That would piss me off so much. Oh my god. Like, scripting and automation is a pretty big part of admin work in a lot of cases. But if somebody tried to tell me, no, you have to use PowerShell 3 times a day. No, I don't have any tasks right now that require me to use PowerShell or to do any scripting or automation right now. Do you have something you need me to do? No, I don't have that. I just need you to use PowerShell 3 times a day. My response to that would immediately get me fired. I can absolutely tell you, I would probably tell them to kill themselves. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. Buy a gun and kill yourself. No, I'm sorry, hang on, light yourself on fire 3 times a day before you have this conversation with them. I would just get so mad. That was the thing that really pissed me off working dick jobs, was the weird requirements for things that don't make any sense and don't benefit anything. It was just weird control stuff. AI stuff feels like that. Like, no, you have to use it 3 times a day. Oh, no, I would, yeah, I would definitely get fired if somebody told me to do it. I would get fired almost immediately. After the HR thing where they were like, you can't tell people light themselves on fire. This is like our 3rd time telling you this. You can't do that. We're putting you on a performance improvement plan. No more doing that. Then 3 times a day, I would ask AI, I would be like, hey, can you explain to me why it's not a good idea to tell dipshit McFuckhead not to light himself on fire? And then I would send that to the person who gave me that instruction. I would be super obnoxious about it. Then I would get fired. Don't know why I thought that was the right way to do it. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't learn to use the tool. I'm saying that a ridiculous, hacky thing to be like, you have to use AI every day, is an unbelievably awful thing to subject people to. Imagine having a handyman and you're like, I need you to use the hammer 3 times before you leave today. I don't have anything I need to hammer. That doesn't matter. You are a handyman, and handymen use hammers. Hammers are the tool of the future. Use the hammer 3 times a day. Well, that's exactly what it is teaching people how to use the tools effectively is really important. And teaching people how to be safe with the tools. I try to avoid going like super deep on stuff that might not be accessible. But everybody's seen breaches happen all the time of like data leaking out and your personal data getting out. Companies struggle with that all the time with private data leaking into public spaces, either via hacking or people pushing in where they shouldn't be, but also from people being stupid and putting it on Google Docs and marking it as public. And I keep seeing stuff constantly in professional spaces about sysadmins, people in my field, complaining about users pasting entire, like, long company internal documents in, very private information about clients in, like, very private company information directly into ChatGPT, and or whatever, and they all say, like, oh, we won't use this for training, but they just lie. There's no punishment for lying. Lying never costs anything, and at some point, some dipshit is going to be like, hey, could you try to think of a list of competitors for me, or a list of clients for this business that I might be able to poach? And instead of doing that, it will just realize, oh, I know their list of clients. Here it is. They provided it to me. Here's the list for free. Do you want more information from this person? They put a lot of stuff in there, and it's just going to be instant corporate espionage. Oh my God, people are that stupid. People do it fucking constantly. And even if you believe it's okay, because it says that, yeah, the AI music stuff, I saw something that Spotify is finally responding to that, because apparently Spotify is flooded with it. And I don't want to sound like Captain Boomer over here, but Spotify can fuck itself. YouTube Music can fuck itself. I have all my music on my phone. If I don't have the internet, I can still listen to music. If all of the infrastructure in the world shuts down, I can get a solar panel and use my phone to listen to music forever. With no ads. Holy shit. Buy albums, or whatever. The other thing that you can do with albums. And then buy merch, to at least still support the bands. But man, online music sucks. I can't imagine how mad I would be if I started getting like AI music suggested to me, and then I liked it, and then it was not even a person. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. Really wish we could just keep it away from art, but that's not happening. Oh. But then on top of all the like corporate data leak stuff too, everybody knows how to use Google, but we all, especially mostly younger or younger-ish people, we all know somebody who is really bad at finding information on the internet, or literally will call you to Google something for them, some old person. We're gonna kind of get to that place with AI where people like know how to prompt AI for stuff, so they no longer really have information, and they're not good at finding information, other than through that one thing. And like a lot of people learned recently, in the last couple of years, that adding Reddit to your Google searches improved the quality of them to the point where Google just does it now, which is funny but horrible. Oh. But good God, is it going to be worse when everybody is relying entirely on essentially autocomplete to fill this stuff out? And then their only response to it not working is asking autocomplete, hey, why didn't this work? Can you hallucinate an answer for me? And it's just, there's going to be so much inbreeding and problem solving. You already see it in like subreddits like, what is this thing? And what is this? And like basic, like, the couple of things that I am kind of interested in seeing like that, of people just sticking it into AI and seeing what comes out. And I imagine it's so much worse than like, man, it's gotta be terrible everywhere. There's gotta be so many. Oh God, I hate hammer. Yeah, I really wish that wasn't a hammer. I feel like a hammer bro's a bad choice, and if you do want him just for the projectile, that he could just be spawn blocked or killed or something when you flip the switch in any number of ways, so that we don't have to deal with the weird hammer thing. Just because it's so easy to overcommit and then get a hammer up your ass. Yeah, 2 packs a week. There was that glue thing, the glue thing from Gemini. There's always going to be a lot of stuff like that. But the flip side of all that and the bad searching is also the people who are becoming emotionally connected to it because of the way we have a tendency to anthropomorphize things we interact with. With your animals, with your pets, that's fine. They exist. They have emotions. They're kind of like a real being. Enough. Overall, good experience for precision. I wish I had a checkpoint. I don't want to do that. Long. Deuce Donnies, let's see what you got. Oh, we should look at the rest of that. Let's look at the rest of that in the viewer. I already liked it. I should have looked first. Look at the rest of that in the viewer, because I'd like to know how long that was and what nonsense happens from there. Yeah, I feel like that would. Oh, there is a checkpoint. There's a couple of checkpoints. Oh God, we were pretty close. Yeah. We were pretty close. Yeah, I feel like ditching that hammer bro would have made this area a lot easier to poke through. The rest of this looks fine. Piranha plants are a much nicer choice than something tighter too. That's nice. Then we're doing some more up here. I would immediately be tempted to go in this pit if I can't see this wall and then die. Another mushroom. That's good. Although, a little bit of work to get to. But it doesn't look like it's bad after the checkpoint, which is also good. Oh, we're doing something weird here. We have kind of a weird gimmick on this side, it looks like, where we're getting a key, and we're doing some on-off blocks shenanigans. Here's the key. That's harder to parse. Oh, and then we're going in a little pyramid. That's cute. Then we're leaving the pyramid. And we've got a little bit more. Wow, we are going in and out of the subworld. Wow. D. D is an exit. Oh, after we flip the switch. Okay, yeah, we're working through, flipping the switch, working our way back up, going through here, working our way back down. Okay. Okay. I feel like there is a lot after the second checkpoint. Jesus Christ. I feel like your checkpoint spacing is fucked. Yeah, I feel like your checkpoint spacing is highly fucked. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good length, and then it's hard to parse how long this would take, but I would assume it's basically one way back. Maybe again for the on-off. And then it looks like it is enormous from checkpoint 3. From checkpoint 2. Yeah. Looks like there's a lot. Maybe it doesn't feel like that much in there, but it does look like a lot. But overall, it was a good experience for precision. More than I wanted to suffer. Kind of belongs for pet robots. Yeah, I mean, people will be weird with robots too. That's hard to parse where we're going to get to with that, right? But there's already people who are like forming romantic attachment. Okay. Oh man. Oh, the rant. Okay. I got to keep it short. Okay. I have strong criticisms for OnlyFans. Specifically because I think that the extremely, not just transactional, but parasocial and unbalanced relationship there of one person providing fake companionship, girlfriend experiences, or sexual-ish experiences to many people is very bad for you, especially if, you know, there's that weird positivity thing where you don't want to discourage people who are nasty or gross. It's not as transactional as literally prostitution. I think actual prostitution should be legal and would be less unhealthy because it's much harder to form, it's much harder to coddle an unhealthy or disturbing attachment that isn't reciprocated with a prostitute. I'm sure it can still happen. I'm sure people accidentally fall in love with hookers because you're also sticking your dick in them or whatever, genitals into them or onto them, whatever. But I feel like the direct one-to-one relationship there is still probably much better for people who are touch-starved, who need attention, who seek that type of affection and feel like they require it. I feel like that would be much better than what OnlyFans is. And in the same way, I think that the weird desire to anthropomorphize AI and to interact with it in a way where it will glaze you and it will treat you in a way no human ever would because it wants to interact with you and because it's motivated to get your money for the company that owns it and because it's trained to do so is so unbelievably toxic. And like, you already kind of know when you're talking to an iPad baby. Like, as somebody who struggles to not... I play video games constantly. I need video games to fall asleep. I go outside. I have 2 hours of phone time a day, roughly, is my average screen time, and I have nothing I do to try and control it, but I spend a lot of time on the computer. I'm fine without it, but I get it, and I also get that, like, people who absolutely need the stimulation constantly like that can be a little insufferable. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like with people who are iPad babies who need to be glazed constantly. Oh god. Donnie, what is this? Refreshing course. I know it's not original. Oh god. Mecha Garbzilla was the only good refreshing course I played. I think ever. No. Okay, are we doing refreshing as a pro level? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, better have a twist. Which I've also seen, and it often ends up still just kind of being bad. But let's see what we got here. We had a flag, so we attempted it at some point. Is there a switch for me to flip? I see a switch for me to flip. Maybe we just go under the fireball? Ground pound? Maybe? More puzzle troll? Does that flip the switch? Is that blue block flipped in the first place? Can't tell. But we can flip it and then go through, and that does open up the mushroom. Okay. So no means yes? Huh. Yeah, it already, like, it already pisses me off, like, if Heidi's doing ChatGPT stuff and she says sorry or thank you, like, no, stop treating it like a person. Do not anthropomorphize it. It's not being polite. It's super fucked up. Puzzle, find the switch. Yeah, yeah. Pick a pipe is actually a puzzle. What are those little birdies? Where do those little birdies come from? Are those little birdies always a part of 3D World and I've just never noticed them? Oh, I think you could soft lock there. Yeah, you could soft lock here. If you jumped, if you were trying to do just 2 or just 1 and then you jumped there while ducking. Oh, God. Barnstorm, are you in a country where you're allowed to just kill people? Because it might have been good for humanity if you just killed him right then and there. Just got up there and choked him out. Probably not, huh? Probably not in one of those countries. Probably no license to kill. What a horrible thing to say. Yeah, hit the POW to get the mushroom. I know. We did that. Didn't we try both the pipes already? Chicago, so... No, probably not. Oh, wait, hang on. If you are working for ICE and the guy was Hispanic... I'm not legally allowed to finish this joke. Or I will get Antifa put right on my file somewhere. Oh, I can go back and get one of them. Okay. This is most likely meant as an FU to people that like refreshing levels. Well, I don't know that they exist. I don't understand how that happens. It feels like it has to be bots, but why on earth would there be bots for Mario Maker? Yeah, and if it's children, they're just going. Oh, they're just going to popular. They'll never find it. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's very hard to make something that's trying to like take a shot at something like that without also just kind of participating in it. Like it's hard to differentiate it from just a Timmy troll level that's not doing a good job. Barnstorm, that was very depressing. I'm sorry that you are experiencing. I would not be nice to it. I understand why someone might think it's a good idea to be polite, but the person who told you that was a toxic twit. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you know that. I have to get it out of my mouth, or I will think about it forever and ever. What a stupid thing to say. Well, if you suck at it, there is a guide. Oh. And there are so many of them play. Mr. Rawr, the YimmyRawr level thing that we were playing earlier. That is very weird. You could hide an invisible death in that really easily. Very interesting. What a weird interaction that is. Oh, it went right back there. Nice. I want to use AI like a search engine for data sets. I haven't tried to use it for any data processing. It's too bad Peepums isn't in here, because she would know. She has done a little bit of, she was dealing with large piles of comma-separated values yesterday. But I was not interested in it at all, and I was not paying attention. Yeah, it's a swamp hitting into the brick block there, but the gap that it creates still can kill you, strangely enough. It's not a good troll, but it was a really interesting interaction that could be useful. That's why I wanted to grab a little clip of it and look at it. Yeah, AI as a search engine, like actually having Ask Jeeves that works, would be nice. Could be a potentially good Millmouse. How you doing tonight? Potentially a good use for it, right? Goma, we are coming up on you. You are next. And Millmouse, thanks for dropping something in there. That will be the last one. I'll close it up for now. We'll wrap up what we got. You do anything cool if you hit the last one? Go. Expecting Kaiser blocks there. Oh, they're over here. Yikes. Yeah, it does not well differentiate itself from, like, Timmy Troll ideas. I get what you're going for, but there are better ways to exploit a refreshing level that would be more satisfying and less fatal. It essentially is just Timmy Troll meets refreshing, and even with what you are going for, it still ends up just being the worst parts of both. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, really, really freeform data processing like that, you know, I wonder if, you'd probably have to build it locally to process that much data. But I wonder if that information is included in all of the data that, Wigg and Rambler and Co. would have already from, downloading all, from building out all the information for the level viewer and all that. I think they have like a full backup. I wonder if they have run any numbers on that, and if they haven't, if you could get any of that data or get any of the metadata and start, you know, feeding that into like a local model and seeing what it could spit out. Because that would be really interesting to see. There would be some really interesting stuff in there if you could actually analyze the massive data set like that. Oh, I haven't messed with Copilot at all. But Microsoft's implementation of things lately has been really bad. If I do get a job anywhere and they're like doing generalist stuff and they're like, yeah, we're rolling out Copilot, I will work so hard to be like, no. I mean, I'll test it. I'll work with it. But man, after what the things that I've been seeing out of Microsoft the last couple of years, but especially the last couple of months, dude, Gemini, ChatGPT, anything else, but ideally, most ideally, I think the smartest thing to do would be to dig deep on totally locally run local language models that you have total control over the data sets on. Using an online model for something like that, just cramming all the data into the cloud and they pretend they're not going to use it for training data, is the most dangerous thing I think any company has ever done. And we're at a point where companies don't have to fear consequences because somebody will save them. There's no punishment. There's no enforcement of any consumer protection. So it doesn't matter. And it's going to be such a... I mean, it's hard for me. To me, it feels like pissing onto someone already floating in an ocean of piss. They're already covered in piss and they're fine with being in the piss. So you pissing on them might look visually funny, but in reality, they're already covered in piss, so they don't care. Like, anybody who would be looking for something like that is already fine with that. They're already that kind of person. So the only thing you can really do is hurt people who don't want it. But you can make something out of that. You could absolutely make something out of a refreshing level. Let's see if we can find it really quick before we move on to Sagoma's level here. I won't play through the whole thing. But let me see if I can find, I think it was Mecha Trashzilla? Oh. Was a... Having trouble. Mecha Bowzilla was too big. It was too big of a thing. Let's see if we can check MakerCentral.io. Was a level Loop and Snoop made long ago. That was trying to riff off of a refreshing level and then kind of exploded into a bunch of tropesy, trolly stuff built around Timmy stuff that was extremely well executed. Damn, I'm not gonna find it. That would have been an... no, I can't find it. Oh, maybe Loop and Snoop? Loop and Snoop. Users. Okay, I'm not going to keep digging. You absolutely can build a level like that, though. You absolutely can build a level around those tropes. That can be a lot of fun, but it's really, really important to differentiate between participating in the thing that you intend to mock, and actually mocking it. Like, satire, what's that quote about how satire requires a clarity of purpose, lest it be accused of participating in that which it intends to insult or whatever? I don't know. I'm not good at fucking quotes or remembering anything. Sagoma, nuts. Let's see what you got. It can be really hard to approach something as an outsider as well, to like see it without your own eyes, to see how it would come off. But that one was a good example of one that really just kind of comes off as Timmy not making a refreshing level so good and then making it into a troll level. Sports. God damn. Oh, mighty Wigg the Wizard, why do you live atop a tree? New super... Turd Bros? It's probably Turd Bros. Wigg's Everglen Keep. 4-T. I don't know if this level I sent you feels as if you are climbing a tree. Airship. It immediately feels like an airship. Oh, neat. Okay. Pretty cute. I mean, the airship has wood. See what you're going for there. It can be a little hard to untangle that from... it can be a little difficult to untangle what's already in the theme from what you're trying to do outside of the theme sometimes. I will say, if you want it to feel like we're climbing a tree, I would expect the entire thing to have backgrounds. Maybe we're at the bottom and it's just branches. I would expect a pretty woody background, but so far it looks like branches. It looks like a tree. It might have been a better app after we looked at it rather than before. Okay. Thought I was gonna shell jump. That's better than a shell jump. Wiggler balls. Wiggler balls are weird, but that's fine. You burn out on creating troll levels easily. Yeah, I absolutely get that. That's one of the reasons why it's really hard for me to approach. It's one of myriad reasons that it's really hard for me to approach. But that's a big one. But short trolls are great. And one of the things I think that the guide maybe doesn't cover, but I think is really important, the shorter a troll level is, the more dumb it can be. Like, the more insanely stupid of things you can get away with in a really short troll level. So trying to just make one idea work, or stick to one or two ideas, and turn that into a level can make something really nice, even if it's short. And that can be a great place to start. And that is advice that I should take, and will use in whatever the Super Mario World thing is. That's happening. That is absolutely happening. I'm very excited for that. I've been having trouble finding motivation to work on Super Mario World stuff, and I'm hoping that that gets me going again. It was a great ending troll. Oh my god. Don't do it. Don't. Even as a Super Mario World player, I don't love ending trolls, even where it's culturally accepted. But man, I really hope it's harmless. I really hope that you can still finish the level if the troll lands. I think that's okay. But when a ending troll forces you to repeat the level because you didn't have divine sight, that is very different. Branches are cute. Well, why'd you tell me no? Oh, fine. Level is only 30 seconds. The one I played? We spent more than 30 seconds on that. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the artificial difficulty thing there too, is that like... Oh, are we going down here? Maybe we're going down here. When you're just forcing the player to redo something they already did with no new riff on it or anything, that just feels... A little confused. Make the arrow more noticeable there. Did I miss the arrow? Yeah, I see that I'm supposed to go up there, but I was having trouble getting on it. I could literally just jump on it, and I'm stupid. But then I don't understand what this one's for. But it also doesn't matter, because we're moving on. Have a good night. Dust Donnie Games. We'll be back yelling at Mario Maker tomorrow if you got some more. Or if you want to bitch about Silksong. Or if you want to hear me bitch about Silksong. Because it doesn't matter if I'm prompted. At some point I'm going to think about it. Oh, that was cool. That was very cool. I'm going to be talking about Silksong for a long time. I think I have to make a YouTube video. I think I have to talk about it a lot. And I have to point at it constantly. I did come around on it. I was thinking that Silksong was going to be like a 4 out of 10 in Act 1. I was really disappointed in the... Yeah, I did finish it. It took me... Thank God for unemployment. I think 105 hours on Steam. 115 hours total on Steam. My clear time on... in-game was 70 hours, which is depressing how much of that time was wasted by me running back. Find the Lifeblood mini-boss. The Lifeblood mini-boss being the weird worm-waste one? Yes. The last thing I did, before finishing it, when I was at the final boss, the boss that you're at, esports. Trying to avoid spoilers, but I think you probably know already that that's the final boss, the final exchange. I was ready to wrap up, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything major, so I went to the Hollow Knight wiki, and I looked at all the bosses, and I had done every single boss, except for some weird boss in a breakable area in the steps. So I went and did that boss, and it was just a small mini-boss, and then I did all the bosses. And then I felt like there's probably nothing else I was missing. And then today I looked up what I was missing, and I looked at the list of tools, and saw that I was missing really boring tools, so I didn't miss anything important. I do think that was the last 2%, though. Yeah, it was... I was not happy with it early on. Once you got the run, it felt a lot better. But I feel like they really, really, really missed out on their power-up choice. Yeah, even with you saying it, it doesn't feel a ton like a tree. I feel like you could communicate tree really well if we had some interior segments where we, like, walked onto a branch, and then this part was, like, covered in semi-solids. I think we have brown semi-solids, don't we? I think we have woody-looking semi-solids for the Mario 3 theme, for this theme, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, there's mementos, those collectibles. Oh yeah, somebody mutual on Twitter was telling me that something told them to go back there. I never found Seth again either, but it doesn't look like we fight Seth again, right? But yeah, somebody told me Seth shows up in Flea Town or something, and that made them feel like they needed to go back and do the Flea stuff again. I'm glad to know it's only a memento, because I'm not fucking doing those again. The Flea fucking juggling was horrible. The rest of them were fun. Flea juggling was fucking stupid. I used every crest over and over. I hated the flea juggling. I don't think I'm supposed to go the other way. I'm being dumb. Yeah, the Seth fight was really cool, but I didn't fight him till Act 3, and I think I was probably overspiced for him, or maybe I wasn't supposed to fight him till then anyway. It seemed like maybe I was supposed to have fought him earlier. Oh, there's another foot race? Oh, there's a fourth? Oh, I might go back and do that. If there's a fourth race course, I might go back and do that. Those were pretty fun. The Mario Kart aspect of getting to go fast at the beginning, but then also you can stab the guy. The fact that you can stab the guy and you go in front of him made me extremely happy. Yeah. Yeah, I do not normally like racing minigames, but getting to stab that guy was really satisfying. Oh, and hook onto him with the tether. Had a harder time with Seth than Carmelita. That seems crazy. Yeah, I felt like the Carmelita fight, I just kind of zerged. I rushed it down over and over again with, I tried a lot of different strategies. Oh, I timed out. I tried a lot of different strategies. Nothing was working well. And, then I just kind of zerged it with as much burst damage as I could put out, and I didn't feel like that fight was very satisfying. It just didn't feel like... I didn't feel like Carmelita was well telegraphed, so it wasn't that much fun. But it wasn't that hard, so maybe I got lucky. Maybe I got a little lucky and managed to push through. Yeah, it was a lot of nonsense. It was a lot of nonsense that didn't feel well telegraphed, and I feel like that kind of happened a lot in late game. I'm glad they fixed it by Lace, but it was disappointing. Seth, I felt like it took a couple of shots. I didn't like one-shot Seth, but after I got a feel for how he was moving around and how he was doing damage, and when he was going to do the explosion, I felt like the telegraphs were clear there, and that I was able to get a good handle on dodging him. But at some point, constantly spamming the tether became second nature to me. That no matter what, I was always moving, I was always running around. Okay, yeah, we have a woody background. This feels like what would feel like the inside of the tree. It never felt entirely like we were in a tree, but it also never felt like it didn't make sense. Yeah, I think you're probably better off asking people if it feels like they're in a tree. Ow, I guess I need that mushroom. After they play it? Or partway through, if that seems like what it felt like for them. But even thinking about it from the start, it kind of feels like not really. Kinda. I could see the branches. I could see what you were getting at with the branches. Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't like the fight, the fucking gauntlet before Carmelita either. Did not feel great. Especially since it introduced 2 new enemies. Why couldn't we have just fought them? That would have been more fun. Out of here. I really wanted you to soft lock that on off. That's mean. That's mean. I don't want a soft lock. I think... Can you soft lock in a single one like that, or do you always get squeezed out? I never remember the right criteria for the squeeze out. Yeah, that was good. That was fun. Yeah. Yeah, more leaves. More leaves. More leaves. That was good. I think you can clip into it. Maybe only SMB1, though. Tried for 5 minutes. I think they fix it at some point. But I think you can still get soft locked in older levels, but I don't know. I really wish I could remember well. Esports. But I think they kind of fixed it at one point. But I know you can still get soft locked if there are too many blocks around you. AYK4WF. See what you got, Mill Mouse. Oh, maker code. Is there something specific you want me to take a look at here? Moleviciousse. MMF. Team Precision. Did not like. From 2024. What's MMS? MMS. Fine God. Canadians. Probably French Canadian? Yeah, probably French Canadian. Yeah, Seth clicked, but I think by that point I had a really good process for running around the arena and kind of dash dancing, so I was kind of always ready to dodge. I really wish we had a parry. I really feel like they missed on not giving us a parry. But I think I would have enjoyed combat generally more with a parry. And that is one of the things. Why the one have mother-in-law? Oh. Mill. I didn't like it. Maybe that's why. Held the floor, Team Precision. Might have been letters. If you didn't read about Seth, it's kind of crazy. Apparently it was some cancer kid's Make-A-Wish. Like, here, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up because it's adorable. And then it has a really funny ending. Seth Silk Song. I'm pretty sure we won't have any spoilers. Yeah. And we won't have any spoilers on this page. Besides Seth stuff, which probably doesn't matter. Well, all I really want is this picture. And then the Reddit post. Okay. So, browser. It was some cancer kids like wish to meet Team Cherry. There's a little bit of detail in the trivia section here. And he gave them this drawing. And he was like 13 or something. Like he was a teenager. He had cancer. He was going to die. He did die. They put this boss in and made this whole thing for him. But then, you know, I'd like to dig. So I dug, found his little post on Reddit. It was cute. It was short. It was cute. It was really funny to see him talk about it and be like, no, I can't violate the NDA. A teenager being nice about an NDA, that's pretty cool. But then I went and looked like, oh, well, let's go look at his profile. Yes, I'm over 18. This was the last thing he ever said before he died. Was, this makes me come, to some dumb meme on the Binding of Isaac subreddit, and then he died. What a fucking champion. Thank you, big boy. 878. His profile is marked 18 plus, and he died, I'm pretty sure, before he turned 18. Also, seriously, if you have cancer, and you are likely to die before you turn 18, no more school. No more school. Do not. That is so crazy to make somebody keep going to school. No. 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 Nope. You buy them anything they want. You give them whatever they want. Maybe they go to school one day a week to still socialize with people, or however much they want. You don't make a kid go to school full time when they're going to die. That's so fucked. That is so fucked. I would be so mad. The boss after... Oh, yeah. That boss was really cool, and it felt really bad that it was so late game because I felt like I was way overpowered for it. It was really easy. It was really easy, but it was a really cool boss. I don't think Mole Person ever returned. Let's look at this one and see what MMS is, but that's sad. They were next and they were last. And yet they are gone. Oh God. Oh, Precision people. Is MMS the worst Team Precision? It's a fucking shell jump. Oh my God, it's a shell jump on a timer. Oh wait, how high up does it go? Maybe it goes up high enough that I just wait for the water, but I bet it doesn't. But yeah, sad story, but interesting. No, it doesn't go up high enough. And so goddamn funny that the last thing he said was just some disgusting nonsense. Oh, that made me laugh a lot. Does anybody know what MMS is? Because I'm pretty sure it's the worst team. Because this doesn't work, right? No. Oh, God. Oh, I wonder if that was cheese or intended. Mario Maker is Suvalex. Mario Maker is Sous Vide. Yikes. Just like we made that up. Sounds made up, but I don't know French, so I was on the fence. That was stupid. Let's pull something from 7MMC. Oh, sorry, I missed the start. No worries, I didn't like it. Yeah, I don't know what you were going for there, but it seemed really, really clunky and unfun. What's MMS? What's hashtag MMS? Is that a even worse team precision? Sometimes precision stuff is decent. Ultra precision stuff, esports, I struggle with. Nasty precision stuff that's just like clunky precision stuff and weird little things like that that's like kind of mixing precision with Kaizo tricks is just miserable. Oh, we did this one. Oh, we probably did this one. We might have done this one at the time because we used to see ZachDivine pretty often. Let's take a peek. I don't remember if this was the one we left off on or if this was the next one up. No, I think we did this pretty recently. Oh, you just duck under it. Oh, weird. God, those things. God. I remember these trees. I remember when these trees were in everything. That level is designed in a contest with strict parameter. Oh, okay. Well, see, you might have even been able to avoid the boo if you had told me that when you submitted the level. And when you submit the level, the stupid bot even tells you, tell me if it's a contest level. So you failed the reading test. That was laid out before you. Oh, DIY boo ring. That's certainly a choice. Over-engineered boo ring. But yeah, if the parameters are stupid, I might have still been unhappy with it. We did play this pretty recently. So I'm going to leave. We're going to do the next one in MMC before we wrap up here. Spin. And 6 SF. What were the parameters in the contest? SF. Major Vig Gaming. Haunted Swamp from Laceccubus. Laceccubus. Like a succubus that wraps lace around your dick? A previous name was Silent Moon. The 21-year-old non-satanic goth boy otaku from southwest Germany. Boy, I wish I had not read that description. I hope you're happier now. Laceccubus. Kind of hate level contests. Yeah, you know, they can be a really interesting way to get people to think outside the box. Sometimes restrictions can lead to creativity. Oftentimes they lead to people doing dumb shit. I feel like fourth wall parameters, especially fourth wall rules, were a blight on troll levels that were almost always stupid. And then my policy very quickly just turned into, I will ignore it if I feel like it. Yeah. Oh, there were sound effects up there. The train? Oh. Goodbye. This is cute. This is a really cute little train level. After so many really boring trains, this is neat. And then there's little indicators for where weird things happen. That's very cool. Very cute. I think really short parameters, really simple parameters can be really useful. And some people have done cool stuff like that with troll levels where like the goal is to make the level under 5 minutes to clear. What a cool little train that was. It was so simple. Make the level real short or hit specific bingo things in a, well, yeah, specific bingo things, but then some of them will end up being really dumb. Or people go for blackout and it's just so much shit crammed into a level. It's tough. It's tough. It's definitely tough. Train number 2. Nothing up here. Don't know what I was expecting. Yeah, I get why contests make sense, and I do think it's possible to get good stuff out of them, but yeah. I wish in general we had better contests. I'm glad we kind of moved away from clear conditions. I played some levels with funny clear conditions, or funny external things. I wonder, Hexen must have finished that, inverted colors level. I wonder if that anything really interesting came out of that, or if it just kind of wanted that red point. Or if it never really went anywhere. I'm good at Mario Maker. That's what I was supposed to do there, but I kept fucking up. Oh, and we fucked it up again. Try it again. Mario Maker Subi. You want to land on that boot. At least it takes a sec for the hitbox to be active. Oh my god. I did not think I could ride on that, but I'm glad I'm alive. Those are cute. Did I miss a coin? Or is there a safety coin? There's no reason to have a safety coin, but I'm glad there is. That's cute. Wrong nut. Wrong power up. I'm a little sad. I don't think it was a thing in New Soup, but I really wish that Yoshi interacted with the power-ups in some way. That I could stick my wings out and float down slowly with Yoshi or something. Wish that there was something to it. I like this one. This is the only thing I think I like in New Soup, is the acorns. The acorn suit has really interesting properties. Where's the other door? I saw another door or a pipe or something. And I can just fly to the top of the flagpole. But I feel like I'm missing something. Let's fly over. Let's fly over and see what's up there. We'll wrap it up. Yeah, I do think, though, I got Docker set up, and I got Fluid Q set up, but I have to actually set the environment up and get it configured. But I started doing it. I did a thing. I will eventually do things. I just have to not have a giant backlog of infinite things to do. But I do want to start getting weighted random set up. I feel like that'll be fun. There'll be a lot of opportunities to be kind of a dick about it, which will be funny to play around with. Making channel point rewards to skip or to requeue or to punt levels will be really funny. And I like the idea of being able to reward subscribers and reward esports. Actively online people while also maintaining a queue of levels. I can play if people are offline that are still from somebody who wanted their level played. And then we don't have the weird lull at the end. That's what I was thinking about too, is I don't really care if people bail after the levels get played, right? But people like raids, and it feels bad to raid with like 2 or 1 or 3 viewers. And if we're doing weighted random and I just like, okay, this is the last one, then I have people to raid out with. And you know, your levels are still in the queue for next time. It doesn't feel like I'm missing it. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll be fun. That was good. Start bringing team music Halloween levels? Yeah, do that. Bring all the Halloween levels. Don't bring me any Christmas levels ever. I don't care. I don't care how desperate I am. I don't care if I need Mario Maker to live. And that's the only levels left. Just let me die. Just let me die there. I guess it's pretty easy for me to mute it. Yeah, it's pretty easy for me to mute it. Oh. Wish you a Merry Hot Fist. I just hate it. I hate Christmas music. I've heard too much of it. Yeah, I've heard too much of it. I get really pissed off by music I can't ignore. Wearing headphones all the time helps. I don't want to do verses. I'm just going to wrap it up here. Wearing headphones all the time helps, but Christmas music cuts through. It always cuts through. They turn it up a little and it cuts through. It gets into you. I'm going to call it there, but I will be back tomorrow to yell at some more Mario Maker. If it's really slow tomorrow, maybe we'll play with a little bit of Lunar Magic, because I want to check that out tonight too. Madeline, thank you very much for sending me that Discord. I'm going to take a look at that after I do the wrap-up stuff here. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Have a good rest of your night. We'll yell at some more Mario Maker tomorrow. 12 days of office. I just streamed for 12 days straight, and there are no Christmas anything. Little chocolates.